Hello, hello, hello. I believe that we are up and running, hopefully. And you guys have already completely taken over my chat by the looks of it. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everyone enjoyed the sprint. I did. Unfortunately, no introduction for the semi-finals, if we want to call it that, as I just, well, haven't had time to make it. Sprint was more important, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, hello, everyone. Hopefully we are up and running. I've remembered to hit record this time. Things are going to be good. Let's see how the semi-final 4-race shootout here is going to work. Every car has been equalized. We'll take a look at that in a second. But first, yes, hello, David. Hello, Christopher. Daniel. AFN. The Mitsuki's here too. I love that. You got through to the main event, but still can just chill here and relax a little bit. Hello, Tezza. You two met through to the main event. But yeah, so let's just take a look at what I have done to your vehicles before we get started. So as you can see, this red line down here is actually every single one of your teams. Everyone has been equalized to perfection. 49.12 is apparently the number that I ended up on. But basically every car is equal. Every car looks like this Aston does. So none of you should have any complaints in that regard. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But yeah, we have equalized every car. I have given you your engines of choice. We'll go through lineups in just a second. But what I've also done is probably something you all will hate me for. This is how everyone's pick route looks like. Look how beautiful the pick route stats are. And you guys are probably also very curious. What tracks are we doing today? I did randomly roll these, but it's going to be a little bit of a surprise to make things a little bit more fun. But every car is equal. Everyone has equalized expertise. You have basically everything here in terms of same financial, everything like that. So we'll have to see how things turn out here. Now, because I was lazy and a little bit slow, my power nap went a little bit longer than I intended. I did end up just doing the boring thing and take Edster and Tekka as my drivers, as they've been kind of the newspaper reporting guys. So they'll be part of commentators' curse for the semi-finals, the F2 season, depending how you look at it. And you can already see what the season opener is going to be. This is going to be spicy. This is going to be spicy. Make sure everyone have 1 trillion kills cap spent. Try and stop development. We could try that, but I do want to have a little bit of randomness. Have a little bit of up and down, depending on how the AI develops. So you're still going to need a little bit of luck there, unfortunately, Ty. But yeah, let's see here. I'm sitting in Mercedes garage meanwhile. Well, you need to watch out. I hear Flufa coming after your clothes, Conevia. But we shall see. But yeah, we start at Jeddah. That is going to be our first race. I did just realize that I forgot something very crucial, and that is to actually freeze mentality. So let me do that just quickly here. Because forgetting to freeze mentality not on ultra lightweight parts would be very sad. So let me just get that sorted real quick. And then we're ready. So I remembered everything but the most important thing in, you know, very classic me fashion. But we should be able to fix that by just reloading. Freezing mentality and making sure that everything is on ultra lightweight, everyone get 2 parts when it's finished is pretty easy to fix. Let's just put it like that. So we should be up and running now. Can you freeze my mentality to enthusiastic? Long stream or short? We're doing the F2 shootout here, so we'll be doing 4 races. But yeah, mentality is now frozen. Everything has been sorted. And, well, we are looking forward to seeing how this is going to go. In terms of the drivers here, you should all be settled. I have snatched some of the high ones. But yeah, we have everyone here, and we'll see how you do. It is going to be a fun one. Let's see, I'm slightly scared. But yeah, we shall get started here. We're just going to jump into Saudi Arabia, and then we'll do the drivers there. Jeddah is in 11 days. The other tracks you will see as we get to them. And that should make things hopefully a little bit more fun. Ferrari good when they don't need to pit or strategize. I see we're frying Ferrari already. They win the sprint. Hamilton gets back to, you know, good old winning form, and we're just like, nah, Ferrari's cooked, clearly. I do love that. But yeah, we'll be sitting out as we usually do. Mentality has been frozen. Let's see who comes out on top here and who takes those 10 places for the main event. I'm also a little bit surprised at Edster in particular. Just a quick note here, if Edster's here. Oh, there you are, Edster. Good morning. I'm a bit surprised that you didn't actually post a driver, to be fair, because we were doing the shootouts. I probably didn't announce it clearly, so that is on me. But yeah, let us see here what we can do. And if some of you noticed when we were looking at the car parts, I might have given you guys 1% smoothness on your cars too. So I'm going to be very, very interested in seeing just how badly these tires are going to explode. How badly are you going to blow up here? So happy my coat wins. Good. Beside the truth hurts. Are you guys bullying right now? Is that what I'm seeing? Do I need to I need to give Floof the band stick. I did some simulation and it's bad, very. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. If I know Floof bad, have a Spain 2016 moment. That makes sense, so that's fine. What did I do? No, I was giving you the banhammer, Floof, so you could, you know, go smack people. But I love that you misunderstood and immediately thought you were in danger. So yeah, I think I agree with Petrov here. Too much power for one Floof. But yeah, okay, so I did forget to do the extended UI again. I probably should have fixed that. But Ferrari, we have Rasek, we have David, we have Gocho here, along with Gospin McLaren. So this is gonna be an interesting season. I banned Floof just because he's Floof. Damn. Oh, give me the hammer. Nah. Why did I send out 2 drivers? That is actually a good question. Muscle memory while chatting. I'm gonna have to be honest. Yeah, I know, Petrov. I know. Honestly, I think I did. But what I'm going to do is actually just get the extended UI quick. So give me like 2 minutes here. I curse you to the Dark Realm for, as I mentioned, 2 minutes so I can get the extended UI mod up and running, because I feel like that's going to just make things a little bit better. And yeah, I've been, you know, not doing my job properly, I guess you could say. There we go, extended UI. Then we'll just head to the pack location. It wouldn't be a F2 semi-final stream without a little bit of scuff, right? Content, packs. There we go. Extended UI is now installed. It's that simple, lads. Everyone, I will save your ears here by muting the game. So loading up again doesn't actually destroy your ears. I know, I'm very unprepared. I am very unprepared. That's what happens though when my power nap goes a little bit further than I expected. There you go. Your ears can get the destruction again. Yeah, I think we're ready. I think I did everything correct this time. We shall see. Extended UI. I don't believe it has an update for the 2025 DLC yet, Ace. They are working with the guy who made it to make an integration, so you can get extended UI for it. But right now it's not working working properly as far as I know, unless they like updated last night and I didn't realize. Can I show the practice results?
Copy, loud and clear.
It cannot because I clicked a little bit further ahead. I'm sorry. Why is the game so optimized on PC? Isn't that just every game though? But yeah, let us see here now who's going to come out on top in the first qualifying session. We have our first runner here. It is the Infernal Trap, or rather Inferno Trap. And you can see that 6% tire use on the warm-up lap. It's actually insane. Like, these cars are gonna absolutely eat anything that looks like a tire.
And reminder, stay negative on the dash.
Let's actually get the sector times here. Get some proper viewing, as the Sauber is going quicker by about 1/10 so far. Really wish we could have tires and sectors at the same time, but yeah. One fast lap here, if you add the cooldown lap, it's going to be down below 80% tires, like the Sauber here. Sauber pushed a lot harder, it says. 4% difference in tires, that's actually kind of insane. Yeah, Sauber gained 2/10 by that sacrifice. I need to get used to using this thing again. This is gonna be it's gonna be interesting here, Jedi, if we actually have cars completing the races. You are correct. But yeah, Floof puts it in 5th, half a second behind 4th there. The wall continues where he left off. Drift up into 2nd now, or 1st, literally. David up into 3rd. Cosby in 7th. And Shell in 8th. So we do have some blocking going on here. That's the only way this sort of gap forms, really. Which is not amazing. That's something we'll have to deal with. Intersilhouettes incoming? I don't think that's going to help. They're still going to eat those tires up. But yeah, let us see what we can do. There is some cars they're missing banker laps. But I think they're finally getting there. The Hasses are doing well. Not eating the tires once. Oh. Just a second off the top time there is actually kind of insane. But yeah. We are seeing some improvements. And in danger. Angel and Cosby both are on outlap right now. Floof is still hiding in the pits. Tix is coming out here for his outlap too. Just set the fast lap here with the Sauber, and that is probably in danger. We have cars on outlaps here on fresh softs, so a lot of you are using 2 softs here already in Q1. So tires are going to get absolutely destroyed here. Hello, Caesar. What race is this? This is the first race of the shootout. We're going to do 4, top 10, go through to the main event, basically. But yeah, we have some problems for some of you. And Cosby here, 32.6. I believe that is very similar to what we saw earlier. I don't think that is going to be good enough. And with tires at 89%, that's not too shabby. But it's also not great. 32.5 for Angel, already going quicker. A little bit of blockage there from the Ferrari. Is Cosby going to get himself out of danger, or is he going to be sad here? Nope, gets himself out of danger for the moment. What about Angel? Hex goes even quicker than the previous 2 in Sector 1. Angel gets himself out of danger as well. What about the Aston? Now Rasek and Red Bull of Inferno Trap finds himself in danger. We'll have to see if they improve here. Floof has left the pits here on fresh inters. Fresh inters. That would be hilarious. Fresh tires. My brain is fried. But yeah, Six puts himself up into 5th here. Sauber is also improving. Honestly, I don't know who's going to get yeeted out here because every one of you is actually improving. This is going to be a close one. This is going to be a close one. Show the circuit too if you can. We can take a look here. But yeah, Sauber in 2nd at the moment. As both Gojo and Rasek are improving. It is a busy circuit. There are cars basically everywhere. You're going to need a little bit of luck here to get through this safely. As Gojo... Remember, Gojo is Ty's driver. Ty's actually being kind of helped through here by Rasek going first. And he appreciates that by knocking him out. Damn, that is ice cold. What about Flufe? Is improving? He should be improving enough here. Maybe not, though. He's actually slower at the moment than Rasek. You are in danger, Floof. Can you get 2/10 in the final? Nope. You at the exact same time? Look at this. Look at the cutoff here. It's 8,000 for those two. Christie's out. Sauber here is unfortunately also out. It is Nostrada's redemption. Can the Red Bull save himself? Inferno Trap here. Is the Mercedes going to get shafted as a result? Survey says yes. Unfortunately for the Mercedes driver there. Lieutenant Surge gets knocked out while teammate Tanto survives just barely. So Strela, Christie, Floof, Rasek, and Lieutenant Surge here all out in Q1. Hey Nara, do you know if the 2025 patch messed with something related to Spanish tires? No, I don't know. I haven't seen that. But in terms of drivers staying out until tires explode, unless it's happening every race, usually 3-4 races a season, the AI will somehow balk the tires by going wild. So I could imagine 2025 DLC maybe messes with tire preservation a little bit and sets it at levels where the AI just sucks at managing it, perhaps. Could be the issue there, Taurum. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. Are they going to survive, or... This is using the 1 smoothness builds, yeah. And I've also put the car's smoothness to 1%. So, bit unfortunate here. Tanto and Schumacher just barely survives. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting because this is a pretty close one. Look at the top two here, just 2,000s between them. And to be fair, like, you guys are a tenth of being in Q2. Strela just had a really bad one here. He's a half-second off. But like the bottom 4 here, you guys are less than a tenth of being ahead of Tanto. Tanto didn't have the best run either, to be fair. But at the same time, it is very close. Probably the closest we've had it so far, interestingly enough. I'm safe, Floof.
So now we have green light.
Why are you rubbing it in Floof's face, man? How is my driver adding Q1 always when I maximize crawler pace? It can just be bad luck, Christify. Like, it can straight up just be you getting blocked. And it's very, very unfortunate. It's an achievement. I'm saying Floof. Achievement unlocked. Beat the Floof. That would be insane. But yeah, let us see here how the first qualifying runner goes, and then we'll take a look at it a little bit closer towards the end of it. I think that is a good compromise. Can I still blame Nieto for everything that goes wrong? No, Nieto has retired. We do not blame the retirees. Although he's still on the wait list if he wishes to join next time. The same goes for Edster, by the way. The people who didn't take advantage of their waitlist token, if you will still retain it. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. Okay, we currently have some danger going on for Lunar Drift, Cosby. Who is that other hash driver? Harman Singh. The fact that I need to learn names every time is actually a bit of a problem. Mematur. But yeah, we'll be seeing if there is any improvements to see here. And look at this. Quali on 60% for one tires is actually insane. Like, that is actually madness. Remember though, Tanto did that with a Renault. He did in fact do that with a Renault. There is only one team who is using the Renault engine here. But yeah, Cosby currently in danger. We have we have Showmarker in danger. We have LMWFB, I believe it is. We have Axel Sorn, the Shaolin Master, and Lunar Drift. Currently in danger. Well, Tanto is once again playing on the edge, but there are already cars out here on outlaps, and that is not necessarily a good place to be at the moment because the track is going to get faster and faster towards the end there. And look at Tanto. Tanto is absolutely going to get cooked here because there is so many. Look at this. Look at all these cars ahead of him that he needs to clear and not lose any time while doing so. That is going to be a little bit of a challenge. As Angel here, 32.5 in the first sector. That's not terrible. And Tanto does have a similar time. Let's see if we see any further improvements from these two. You already know my name? Yeah, but Ty is called Gojo this time around, so we have people also messing around with their names. Which is going to make things spicy. Hello, Angel. It's going good, a little bit tired. Angel currently up into provisional first. Tanto improves to 6th. And the Red Bull here is improving and is on course to take, well, provisional pole in Q2 at the moment. Let's get that by a 10th. Okay, who are currently on fast laps? We have Sorn, we have Showmarker. Sorn not really improving as much as he needs to be. As you can see, he's 2/10 off already. The RB driver, Showmarker here, doing okay, but they're a little bit slow. But this is still going to be a massive improvement. Don't get me wrong. And it is going to be a very, very close fight here. Very, very close fight here. As Showmarker goes up into 4th, Sorn goes up into 4th, overtakes him again. Tix is in a little bit of trouble here. We have the RB taking a provisional pole here. What can Tix do? David is in danger. Tanto is in danger. Tix pushes David out. That is tad unfortunate. Gojo did not have a good middle sector. Decent final sector, but that is Gojo out. And Lunar Drift is currently our final driver who could drop out the Sauber here of Atur. McLaren not having a good Q2 session here, for sure. Sucks I missed the drive submission deadline. That's unfortunate, Cyberpup. But we are definitely going to do this again. Lunar Drift does not improve enough. And we have... We now know who is leaving us. Cosby, Gojo. We have Lunar Drift, Harman Singh. And who was the final one? David and Tanto here. So, still fairly close, all things considered. But we do have a couple of drivers here showing that they can be pretty quick. The Shaolin Master, the Red Bull drivers, the Williams cars. Williams here being, I believe, the only cars that opted for a Mercedes engine. So that is going to be a little bit interesting to see how they do. But yeah, let us jump into final qualifying. Look what you did, Flu. But yeah. Stop gloating. Don't want a debuffing Q3. But yeah, technically, you are P10, you're not wrong. And we do have cars out here on old softs, which is not a surprise. I'm wondering if anyone is actually going to have a fresh soft. They should have one. But is anyone actually going to have a fresh soft for the final running qualifying? Or is everyone going to get screwed here? 3 purples from LMWFB. That is a good start to the qualifying session. We have a purple sector from the Williams. Gets up into P2. But all in all, top 3 here. Really, really far ahead of the rest. And we have Tixie starting his out lap alongside Atura. And unfortunately, probably a little bit too soon. We'll not be able to take full advantage of the track conditions here. Did we get the RB engine? Which team? Sorry, Caesar, what? Who's your driver? Jurassic, is it? If I remember? Yeah. Again, I just need to... I'm just, again, muttered this morning. I just power napped. I did get to it before you did, though. Or before chat came through on my side, so it's fine. Sorry about that. But yeah, you guys are running the Ferrari engine, and I gave you a buff to a couple of your stats as a result of that, mainly the pace ones. Yeah, takes it up in a second. We have Atta in first. Showmarker takes first. What about the Red Bull here? Up into first again. Inferno Trap takes it. We have improvement here from the RB. What can our Racing Bull Shaolin Master do? Just green so far. Pole position has kind of lost it here. Purple at the moment from the Williams. Are we going to have some more changes here to the lineup? The Master takes pole position, at least for the time being. Williams up to 4th. What can Kaiser do here? Kaiser gets no improvement here. 80% tires for most. Angel, our last running car. Can you cause any sort of problems here? The answer to that is no. I assume Kaiser got held up. 4 tenths between them. Just 2,000 between first and second here. Luffy blast. That is funny. Have a good night, Surge. I decided to just do this so we can get the entire season done this weekend. I'm basically going to be streaming the main event later today. Or, yeah, basically in 12-ish hours or so. So we need to get through this. Again, otherwise I'll just, you know, have to spend a lot of time here. But we have Shaolin Master here. P1, Inferno Trap P2, Showmarker starts 3rd. So this is going to be a little bit interesting, I think. You know what's fun, Nara? Me and FN have the same accent, almost equal pace stats. We are this far apart. That's called block and floof. Floof, do you have low aggression? He does have low aggression. The lowest aggression. And yeah, if this is my car, I have not shafted my car's tire preservation yet. But if this is my car with drivers that have smoothness, we are maybe looking at 4 pit stops this race. That's going to be amazing. And remember, your pit crews don't even know what a tire is. So I'm looking forward to this race.
Understandably, there's a lot of...
Hard tire. There are some lunatics on soft tires here. Are they going to be 80% used? No. Crash softs for 4 of you. Shelling Master keeps his position. Showmarker takes second place. Ahead of the hard runner here in Red Bull. Atto keeps fourth. Zorn up into fifth. 6th and 6th. This is... I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to go. Everyone with fresh tires. How quickly are these going to get eaten, though? That is going to be the big question here. And we are going to go ahead and, of course, retire our vehicles. Because we are not going to be participating. I thought we had our first incident already. I was wrong. But yeah. Shaolin Master has already pulled almost a second on the Alpine. Really, really giving their all here. Puncture party, here we go. Yes. You know what? Time to get rid of the bad luck in this race. Cook on the rest. Well, you have decided to start at the back here with soft tires, Floof, so your choices are baffling, to say the least. But yeah, 8% medium tire burn on the first lap. 7% hard tire burn, basically, on the first lap here. This is going to get pretty interesting, I think. And already, 1.7 seconds out front there. From the Shaolin Master. That is a pretty aggressive push. Mediums last laps. We'll have to see here. 2 laps in, 13% of the tires are gone. Softs lose about 10% a lap here. Floof has somehow... What have you done, Floof? How are you burning this much more than the rest? Did Alpine puncture your tires in advance or something? Like, this actually does not make sense. I need to take a look at this. I need to take a look at that because that is insane. Floof is at 68%. I need to consult the archives and see if Floof has somehow been, you know, double cursed. 123 degrees. Okay, so they're taking a little bit better care of their tires. Okay, this is actually... I know what's going on here. Because there is no smoothness on your drivers, because there is no smoothness on your cars, temperature has an even bigger effect on how quickly your tires degrade. And in Floof's case, he's running them extremely hot. He's running 6 degrees higher than the next one. And that translates to this much more burn in terms of the tire wear. Floof is going to run out of tires. Floof's going to do 10 stops around it. Oh, that is going to be insane. We caught back up. It's not 1.7 seconds anymore. You're right. It's 1.5. I think you'll be able to DRS chase him down, though, so I wouldn't be too worried at the moment. Why do I have the worst highway when I specifically went for low aggression hoping they lost? Because the AI does not do logical things, Floof. So, trying to play it safe, dealing with the AI in this game, is generally a terrible idea. But you are getting an overtake done on the Haas here. Oh, well, Haas said no. You're not. Are you going to get it on the Ferrari? No. But I'll be honest, it's not terrible. You do have an undercut here potential. You are going to be undercutting everyone. There's just no way around that. And it is still pretty much just one big DRS train. 10 seconds up to leader. They are going to stay out for quite a long time here. If you go hard tire here, we could see the Floof wall take the lead at one point. Gojo has 60% mediums. Yeah, of course, because it is Ty's driver. So Ty's driver follows that exact same AI screw you logic that that's screwing over Floof right now. And the same goes for Rasek. The same goes for Christie. Undercut incoming. Hopefully. Is Floof going to do another lap here? Or is he actually going to... Yeah, okay. We might have our first punctuary here in Floof. We'll have to pay... We shall pay attention to your career here with great interest. I'll need to pit. It's lap 6. Yeah, exactly. If Floof stays out for one more, he's going to puncture. But let's be honest here. Tanto. The others are also catching him here. So He's not the only one at risk. But he's losing a lot of time at the back at the moment. But yeah. The thing with the AI though is even if you have low aggression, even if you have high aggression, it's still a dice roll of what they're actually doing. Tanto is actually the first one to pit here. Look at the speed, the precision. Is everything okay? Can he leave? To be fair, you did get held up there a little bit by the Mercedes, but this is an interesting setup here. Soft tires for the Mercedes, hards for Tanto and Floof. I don't know if I'm feeling this one, Surge. I don't know if this is how you want to do this, but yeah, we should be seeing the Red Bull. We should be seeing the Haas come in this lap. The others are pushing. So the Spicer is happening. Oh, it's just a constant. Oh, Red Bull stays out. Haas comes in. That's dangerous. Hard tires for the Haas. What about the others? Soft tires for the RB here. Cristo going for the undercut. Rasek with our first actual pit stop issue here.
We saw the Ferrari pit crew already. But they're not able to loosen the tire.
We need to take a look after this race at how slow the pit crews actually are. There we go. There we go. Rasek now last. And Floof has floofed it.
There's a yellow flag now.
Did you assassinate someone coming out of the pits? Oh, squished. Floof did say he was going to get all of his bad luck out of this race, and it seems like that might become true here. But yeah, the Mercedes just squished him. And that is some major front wing damage right there. And with that, we could see Floof pit here and chuck off those hard tires, which means he might actually do 5 or 6 stops around here, which would be insane. Haas does pick up the penalty for that one. Armin Singh here does not get off scot-free. So yeah, leaving the pits, crashing into Floof, does in fact come with a penalty. Are you going to pit this time, or are you going to go around again, LMWFB, and get a puncture? What is the game plan here? You do play it safe, come into the pits, very, very good. That was a clean stop, but the pit crew is just very, very slow. As you can imagine, Lunar Drift here, gets out ahead. And Surge says fastest lap on those soft tires. I don't actually know what's going to happen here, because there's going to be so much back and forth, because everyone is going to be pitting out of position. Not really going to be many DRS trains by the end of this. Tanto is currently in the best position here. He is not going to undercut everyone, but he's going to undercut a lot of you, except for Sorn and Shaolin Master. He's running out 1-2s for out front still, just DRS training off each other at this rate. That's an interesting thing they got going for themselves. David and Gojo comes into the pits. We're basically having pit stops every lap with this, which is insane. That is the cleanest stop we've seen so far, I think. Clean enough for the McLaren, but it is, of course, a pit stop issue, because the game hates time by the looks of it. And comes out into a fight here, which Floof is a part of. Floof has yet to actually get a new front wing. That's not what you want to see. No, he has less time. Because front wing contributes to it. Yeah, it contributes 1%, basically. 5 of them can still give you an undercut. It could, yes. You are not wrong. Top speed this time. Is the other McLaren driver going to get cursed onto a soft tire? Is it a fresh soft or is it a used soft that they are putting you on? Top speed, what are they doing to you? Clean enough from the Sauber. We still need to know, what the expectation is. Probably 3.5 seconds-ish. You do have fresh softs, so not the worst thing ever, I guess. terms of lap times here, Jojo should be pretty quick. David should be pretty quick. Anto is running 3 seconds quicker than the cars up front, so he now has undercut. Oh, Son, you fool of a took. Master comes into pit here. Son is going around again with 20% tires. Remember, once he hits 20, once another 1% is shaved off, that is puncture territory. Tix follows that same logic and goes into puncture territory. Same here with Showmarker. A lot of you are now living very, very dangerously. And Tanto here did get the undercut going. Net P1 at the moment. Are we going to see our first puncture 12 laps into the race here? Or is it going to survive till the pits? Are you going to live, Sorn? You do the clever thing and do come into the pits. What about you? Oh no, Aston! A moment of silence for Sir Tix, who died for our sins. Soft tires for the Williams, for Aston in hard tires. Engine goes soft. Showmarker just drives straight through him like an absolute monster. And Tixer is currently holding up the grid a little bit, as Shaolin Master has taken back the lead at the moment. Yeah, I would expect a puncture to be imminent here. I don't see any way around it. No, don't puncture me! I love that. -1 rival. Rift Exciter Shield Miss. He's still alive. He somehow survived. 13% tires there. Is he staying out again? Okay, luckily he is not. Both of them are coming into the pits here. I thought he was planning to stay out again like an absolute lunatic. Soft tires for him. What about the Sauber here? We have a slow stop and we had a crash. We've had an incident. As I see 2 cars parked on the side. Are you guys planning to go full wide into the corner? Dunk. Mercedes with an assassination.
The team glued to the monitor.
How? How did he live that? But yeah, we did have a bit of an incident here between Surge and Lunar Drift. Surge did not enjoy being blocked, sent Lunar to Shadow Realm, and somehow Surge's car is fine. But Lunar Drift has picked up some minor damage. Is it front wing? Looks like, yeah, missing front wing end plate. So that is a bit unfortunate. But also penalty goes the way of the Haas driver here. Surge now in danger. 17% tires. From fastest lap to a puncture could be the main story here at this rate. 16% now. 15. As Christie comes into the pit lane. I don't even know who's gonna win this because it's impossible to guess at the moment. I don't know who's out of, position, anything like that. We can see the tires, yes, but who knows what the AI is gonna do. I'm just surprised we have not had a puncture yet. Hard tires there. Christie with the softs. The Red Bull in the lead currently. Does need to pit. Gonna drop out of the points when they do. But it's currently holding up Master on the soft tires there. So it's not all bad for Tanto, for Cosby, for Sorn, and David, who's found himself in this right now. And Floof is still trundling around with that destroyed front wing. Like he just does not care. Red flag, red flag. You can hope at least. Floof's damage should be only front wing, yes. Rasek and Floof does come into the pits now. Are you going to get a new front wing? They do finally give you that new one. And they also put your tires down into the ground by the looks of it. Hard tires for the Ferrari. Soft tires for the Alpine. Is Floof going to cause any sort of pain and do some undercutting right now? We could see it. Going to have to be really quick. And this guy's going to have to destroy his tires a little bit more. Strella. But we could see some undercuts in the near future for Lunar Drift, for Strella. for Gojo, interestingly enough. But still gonna be a little bit weird here. Medium tires for the Red Bull. What about for Estrella here, who does come in now, which gives Floof no chance to do the undercut. Is that a hard set by the looks of it? It is indeed. And yeah, no undercut. Shaolin Master here has shown to be a dominant force to be reckoned with. Running in first, 4 seconds down to Tanto, to Sorn, and to Cosby. Two of them needing to pit really, really soon. But Sorn being on a very similar strategy, just 4 seconds down the road. How many pit stops for everyone now? Well, the only one that's pitted twice is Christie. Well, of course, the bottom 4 has also pitted twice. But yeah, the Cosby is going to be now the highest car with 2 stops, I think. David is coming in as well. Gojo comes in. Luckily, not a very slow pit stop there. A little bit of a slow one for the McLaren, but not super slow. Keeps everyone still in it. But yeah, Christie, the furthest up car that is pitted twice. We have another yellow flag here.
We've got a yellow flag.
Crash involving multiple vehicles.
We can take a look now.
It's Rasek and the Sauber.
Barely any room to maneuver. Oh, and the car's there, unable to keep.
Who do we blame for that one?
Who was at fault? Well, there'll definitely be fingers being.
Who do we blame for that one? But yeah. Christie and Cosby are currently the ones with the most pit stops, and Christie could undercut everyone ahead, but considering Kaiser is on a hard tire, I think it's good. The more pertinent question is probably who still has hard tires available, and that is Shaolin, Sorn, we have LMWFB here with hard tire, and honestly, a surprising amount of hard tires still available up for grabs here. And you can see the hard tires do not live a long time. Floof went on the hard tire on, what is this, lap 8, 7? Somewhere around there. And lap 18, 10 laps later, he got rid of them. So, yeah, Floof is, for some reason, Floof has decided to destroy his tires more than anyone else currently in this race. Unfortunately for the Haas driver here, once they pit, they are going to be serving that penalty. Rasek picks up a 5-second. 3 penalties in a season opener is kind of wild. You narrow. Stop profiting off my misery. Damn. Oh. Bad luck is happening right now. Tanto on the hard tires here is getting closer to the limit of punctures. Are we going to see a pit stop? Tanto does do the sensible thing in pits. We should expect. Has to come in very soon. Sing, if I'm not mistaken, and well, Luna Drift 2, the other has. Should be coming. A soft tire here for Tanto, which means that, you know, definitely another pit stops in the works here. Down into 14th now. I don't think any amount of good luck saves your race. Well, me neither, because for some reason your drivers decided that they eat tires for breakfast. Haas comes into the pits now. Is it going to be a clean stop? Serving that penalty. Getting those fresh tires on. I'm kind of curious, when do they start putting on used softs? When is that happening? What did Strela do? When did Strela pick up the major damage from wing? Did I miss it? Or was that the other Haas incident? No punctures is surprising though. It is. Alida comes into the pits now. Angel has a puncture. Our first one of the evening. Or the morning. But yeah, luckily close to the pits, so it doesn't lose too much time. But still not a good thing, let's be honest. Christie comes in. LMW, if he comes in for his hard
Now
stint,
down to the pits. There's
Schumacher has a slow stop here as the Williams just teleports through him. But yeah, after the pit stop here, we can see that our leader now is stuck with some traffic to deal with. 3 cars ahead on all the tires could be extremely detrimental. And look at this. This is a used soft tire. We're not even at half race distance. And the race leader has already opted to use a worn soft tire. That's concerning, to say the least. Floof comes into the pits now. Is Floof going to follow that same curse of using a one soft tire? It is a soft for a soft. What does... Oh, fresh. Maybe it actually is beneficial here to go out in Q1 because you'll have more fresh soft tires for the race itself. It might actually turn out that that is very, very beneficial, and whoever's AI decides to not use a hard tire during practice is going to be goated, literally. So this is going to be interesting, yeah. Ben kills the Williams pick crew, indeed. A few softs. Are we going on West yet? Not yet. Someone picks up a puncture, our second of the day. I need like a puncture counter. I really should just add that. A puncture counter. But yeah, second puncture here in Jeddah goes to Sorn, and that is going to screw that Williams over pretty badly because that is very much at the start of the lap here, and we are going to have other cars cause mayhem. Lunar Drift comes out into the pits, gets a new soft tire themselves. I don't know who's going to win this because it's just going to be whoever has tires left at the end. That's literally how it's going to be. It's just going to be whoever has tires at the end of this race as the acid now comes in. Sorn is going to get overtaken by Floof at this rate. We also have Mercedes coming in. That is soft tires. Hard tires for the Aston. That is actually kind of good. What about Sorn here? Are they giving you the hard tires? They are. Did they give Floof one tires? Or no, they gave him fresh tires, but he's still just absolutely deleting them. We need to send Floof to a soft savings. We need to send him to a soft saving session at this rate. All of a sudden into survivable on all tracks, yes. No way I have Ivan saved by second and qualifying. It could turn out that way, honestly, because as you can see here, as mentioned, Master here did go onto a used soft tire. And we have had 2 pit stops for most. Chris here on their 3rd stop. Floof, the Mercedes driver of Surge, also on their 3rd stop. So surprisingly enough, 3 cars have actually just stopped once. So I don't know, it could get really, really weird. I haven't used my hard yet. If I haven't, you should have at least 1 hard, yeah. It's the time monster, it's just eating them, indeed. You are not wrong. As Cosby now comes into the pits alongside David. And those are hard tires. What about the Ferrari hard tires here? They have saved them, at least a little bit. As the Red Bull here now is in danger of, well, puncturing. Are we going to have yet another puncture? That would be kind of nuts. Imagine what this race could have been if I didn't get damaged. Well, you aren't too far off the points, 15 seconds. I think the main issue just is, though, that you do eat tires as Kaiser now comes into the pits. Shaolin Master comes into the pits. This is going to be interesting, though. Kaiser goes to a soft. What about the Shaolin Master? Hard tires have been saved. The Racing Bull pick through is cooking here. Comes out in 13th place. And we have our third puncture of the evening. Just as I clicked on the puncture from Inferno Trap here. It holds up everyone behind. Look at that. Look at the blockage that is going on right now. Cosby 2. Strela. Next up is Master. Actually gets by really, really easily there. Kind of for free, if you ask me. But yeah, things are getting spicy. If we take a quick look here. How are we looking in terms of who have hard tires remaining? It's actually BBL Christie has hard tire. Already gone medium, soft, soft, soft. And, well, Cosby here is now on that hard stint. You're not living more than like 10 laps on these. We did have, a stretch where someone did a few more laps, like here. 16, 17 seems to have been the limit for Inferno Trap. For Lunar Drift here, you actually did about 20 laps on these, so we could see those who have just pitted, like Master, like David, like Schumacher here, try and go till the end on these hard tires. That's a soft tire. They did not fix... Well, let's see here. Do they fix your front wing? Yeah, they do. They do give you a new one. It's that red I see on that Ferrari. It is indeed. For the Red Bull here. More soft. We should be starting to see a lot more used tires go on the cars. But yeah. Angel here. If you manage your tires well, you could go till the end. Tanto, are you going to destroy your tires again? Well, not again for you, but are we going to see another puncture? Floof Agent, if I ever saw one. To be fair, that does make sense. Chrissy has 0 tires. Well, we'll have to see how they survive this then. I think I may go to the end. Well, we can always hope. But yeah, we do have some puncture dangers here. Tanto. We have Christy getting closer to it. Sing. The fact that we've had 3 of them is not too surprising. But I think we are going to get more here as we have a yellow flag. Gojo and Sing comes into the pits. Floof, what are you doing?
Taking turn 22. There, that's the moment of impact, and the car leaving a bit of paint on that.
Why are you cosplaying Stroll, Floof? And the best part is, you puncture your rear tire by doing that. No safety car though, so no free stop here for the lads going into the pits. Gojo onto a soft tire. Christy onto hards, can probably go till the end. Sing onto a medium by the looks of it. What about you, Floof? What are you gonna do with the... Alpine is gonna run out of front wings at this rate, Floof. They give you another new wing here. They also gave you the hover car by the looks of it. But yeah, Tanto now is still in danger, and you definitely picked up suspension damage too. You still have some damage going for you. At this rate, are you going to destroy your engine? That's the first one this season. That would be kind of funny if you did. Tanto is doing another lap with 17% one, well, 17% one puncture at this rate. Not surprising. And with the exception of Lunar Drift, there's not really anyone else. Well, Sergio too. There's not really a lot of cars now in danger of puncturing. But that is going to basically be Tanto out of the equation here. Going to have to do an entire lap with a puncture. And that puts you very far back. But you're also kind of bringing Floof back into it a little bit because you're holding up so many different cars. I love that the undercuts just aren't that viable because you don't know if you're going to run into a punctured car up ahead. And if you do, you are screwed. But yeah, Tanto finally makes it back into the pits here. What exactly are you gonna go on here? The best part is you can even see the work that he did. Like, look at this. You can see Sing, and then you can see all the cars that he kind of shuffled together here. But yeah, we do have a little bit of damage danger incoming here from Surge. Kaiser takes the lead ahead of LM WFB. Cosby third, takes fourth, third now. Then we have Master in 5th. Basically, the top 5 is going to duke it out. Master currently has the best chance, but don't sell Cosby short here already. He can also go till the end on these tires if he manages to take a little bit care of them. Rasek is our next victim here for the pit lane. Or maybe LMWFB. We'll have to see. Are you coming in this lap or are you staying out? Staying out is the choice here. Asphalt crash, yeah. 100% no one finishes Hungary? I don't think we are going to Hungary for this one, Plouf, so you'll be safe there. We are 100% going to see Intis on the track. That would be funny in its own right, yeah, but currently, Red Bull is staying out here, going all in to try and build a little bit of advantage towards the end. Oh, Kaiser comes in. That's actually pretty unexpected. Soft tires, 15 laps. Soft tires, 15 laps. Can Kaiser and WFB make this work? Worn tires for Kaiser can definitely not make it work. We're gonna need to pit again. Same here for the Red Bull. I am so curious how things are looking. Cosby here has already made 3 pit stops. Same with Shell and Master. They've actually done kind of very similar strategies, as you can see. But one lap advantage on those hard tires goes to the RB. Actually surprising here. After has managed to get here with just 2 stops. And, well, then we have Christie here with 4 stops. But can probably get till the end here. Do we have anyone who hasn't used a medium? Well, Serge had just used his. If we get a red flag here, things are going to get really interesting. For the full season, we're heading to Hungary. You're not wrong about that, but maybe it'll be a little bit later in the season, so your AI can develop your tire preservation a tiny bit. You almost have to stay out until you're near 20 just to make your tires work. Yeah. I think I'm going to go to the end with like 20% tires. Could very well be what actually happens here. Is Rasek staying out for one more? He is. 21% now on those soft tires. It's going to need to pit again. But not the only one that needs to pit again. Cosby needs to pit. 6 needs to pit. I think Master 2 will need to pit unless they go for the, 20% one tires. Let the puncture do the talking, if you will. 12 laps remaining. 12 laps remaining. Rasa comes in. Slow stop there from the Ferrari boys.
Dear, oh dear, that's not a good
Traditions
stop.
and everything. I shouldn't be too mean to them. They did win the sprint tonight. Strela now with a puncture. I think Strela just hit 20% too, so that's quite unlucky considering we had someone survive to like single digits. Is Strela going to hold up Floof here? Because that would be beautiful in its own right. Rasek should be able to go till the end. We could see Rasek stealing some points here. But it is also going to be a little bit reliant on getting cleanly past Strela. And does seem to get that done as cleanly as they can given the circumstances. No, I smell poison. Yes, Lunar Drift comes in, Strela comes in, not too surprising. Soft there for the Haas, and soft there too for the Sauber. It's going to be a very interesting end because even if someone pits right now, there's no guarantee they'll make it till the end on those tires. Like Cosby, at this rate, I think you're going to have to pit again, mate. This is getting very nail-biting. Red flag! Strela, what are you doing?
Let's have a look at that. Here we are now, down at turn 7.
The redemption of Strel.
And the car
There
went
was no
nasty
redemption to
crash
be
into
had
the
here.
barrier. And that's one surefire way to put a dampener on your weekend.
Strela continues to crash gate it for Floof, even in a different team. But yeah, that red flag does save the bacon of, well, some people here. Atur, Tix, Gojo. For once, Ty didn't get screwed over by a red flag. Honestly, Rasik is, as well as Luna Drift, the main ones that got screwed over by this. You could argue Surge might make it till the end here, but the majority of you guys didn't get screwed over. If it was like 2 laps later, half of you would be racing. Hello, Finaxes. How you doing?
The restart is
No worries.
moments away.
I'm looking forward to messing with that more once I have a little bit more time on my hands.
And it's lights out.
Strela on that Floof payroll. Cosby with a decent enough start. But yeah, as I mentioned, the red flag restart. The 80% worn softs. You guys destroyed. Okay. We need to go into the tire history here. The soft tires at 100% barely survived 8 laps for most of you. Barely survived 8 laps for most of you. Someone is going to puncture and lose the points here. I'm already guaranteeing it. Luna Drift with a 10% tire advantage at the moment. Cosby keeps the lead. Tix goes up to second. Master down into third here. After being a bit bullied. Ato fourth. David fifth. Kaiser sixth. Sing seventh. Pretty terrible started from Gojo. Down into 8th now. Christy 9th. And the points are kind of sorted with LMWFB. Show marker in 11th. And halfway through this lap, you've already used 5 to 6% of your tires. This is already going to be insane. That should be a surprise as well as bank account. Should be soon. We have pretty much all of the report bugged. Then I'll be considering another project. Okay, that sounds interesting. An F2 mod. That's good. I'm looking forward to see what you guys can do with it. To be fair, Drift might win only because the tire advantage could very well do that. But like Cosby has already created a bit of a gap here. Now we do have the Aston and Master squabbling, but I don't know if that's going to be enough here to close the gap. We also have Atur getting involved, and with 2-3 cars squabbling together, that could very well allow Cosby here to just run away with it. Faster lap goes into the Sauber at the moment. David has lost the gap here to the top 4. But it's keeping Kaiser at bay. Gojo is being very aggressive here, causing problems. But all in all, most of you guys are still running very close together. One more pit for everyone. Could very well happen. Down to 56% now on these tires. We might need to speed up the future race a little bit because I need to store in couple hours, but this is actually quite entertaining. There's always something happening with this setup, so it's kind of fun in that way. But yeah, 5 laps, 50%. If you guys keep this burn up, you are not making it till the end. Just gonna say that. Luna Drift here, while having a tire advantage, just isn't making the inroads needed, probably because, you know, DRS now goes all the way up back to Kaiser, so makes sense why it is difficult to overtake, even with the tire advantage. But yeah, Cosby here, definitely being helped by the squabbling of the cars behind. But this should be a bit of a win. If you manage to take care of your tires now and don't puncture, you could still screw yourself over. Let's be perfectly honest here. Floof still runs last, unfortunately. That red flag did not benefit you in any way, shape, or form. Suspension damage, after all. But yeah, we can see Cosby. We can see the other three here squabbling for the last 2 podium slots. 4 laps to go. We're already down to 40%. The start of the 4th lap is now. Are we going to have a puncture and a red flag again? Or is it going to be just smooth sailing from here? I genuinely don't know. Yeah, 1 pit at this point. Let's have puncture. Exactly. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Lunar Drift has actually burned through the tires. Very similar to how Floof does it. Everyone is at the same point right now. Are you can end up drawing lots for punctures at this stage? I think it might be the way things are going. Might well be the way things are going. That punctures are going to decide who gets points here today. 3 laps to go then, 30%. It's not the worst situation ever. But it's also not great. Okay, I need everyone but me to puncture. It'll be a game of chicken. I don't think anyone here is pitting. I'm gonna have to be honest. I don't think anyone's pitting. Oh, Showmarker, what have you done? Lock up on turn 12.
So here we are following the Alpine. All good at this point.
You all are blessed that it was the Alpine that locked up and not like 3 cars further down the road, because that would have been, you know, assassination attempt. Okay, we are getting into not the rest zone here. We still have the three squabblers. Cosby just keeps on extending that gap, managing the tires pretty well. Atto and Tix might be in danger here, though. I'm not gonna lie. They're using a lot more time than they should, and Master kind of just gets a free ride with them. Kaiser and David is in that very same boat. They're using more time than they should. The others are getting a free ride with them, and that could definitely end up in a puncture by the end of this. AFN, why? Please box. Wait, it may be a boxing time. I don't think so. Last lap's about to begin. I warned you. Yeah, the Floof curse is strong beyond belief. Last lap is about to start here. Cosby is in the lead. We have Tix, we have Atta, we have Marcia trying to squabble for the last 2 podium slots. Puncture dangers are going to be plenty here. Tyson falls down to 6th here. What about David? Down into 8th. We have that puncture there for the Sauber. This could give other teams a little bit of a chance to mess. Tix here, 2nd puncture, has arrived in that final lap. 2 podium spots just open up just like that. Is Kaiser going to be another puncture here on this final lap, or is he going to survive? But now Cosby has this one handled. Master 2nd. LMWFB somehow wins out and is now in 3rd. But yeah, could we get another puncture before the end of this? Both Kaiser and David are living dangerously at the moment. But yeah, Cosby wins. Master comes 2nd. LMWFB takes 3rd. Kaiser is going to get 4th here. Singh is getting 5th. David gets 6th. 7th here for the... 7th here for the Red Bull of Infernal Trap. Gojo 8th, Rasek 9th, and Christie takes that final point here. Fastest lap is in the hands of 19th place. Is not going to be able to get any payout for that. The Alpines get saved here from a double finish at the back by a couple of unfortunate punctures there.
Sometimes I think you just have to accept that it's not going to be your race.
You didn't puncture? If we didn't look up, we'd be like 7 or 8. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's just bad luck. Cosby makes up 14 places there to win the first race. Shaolin Master, unfortunately, does lose 1 position from qualifying. That's still a good result. All in all, though, Very unfortunate from these three. 14, 12, and 14 places lost. Strela continues, unfortunately, where they left off with crashing. And that is just a bit unfortunate. So drivers then. Cosby leads. Charlie Master, LMF, WFB, Kaiser, Singh, David, Inferno, Satoru, Razak, and BBL Christie. But keep in mind, the top 10 go through here. So even if you have a point, you're not necessarily safe. So while scoring points are good, you still need to perform in the last 3 races as well. Constructor is not really a, more of an afterthought here, but McLaren is currently in the lead. Now, in terms of pit stops here, the fastest pit stop was a 3.8 second stop for Floof. That's how bad the pit crews are. That is how terrible your pit crews actually are here. That red flag was so unfortunate. It was, to be fair. I think that's Cosby basically through into main season. I think anyone who wins is going to go through to the main season, yes. But yeah, Floof did win the fastest pit stop award. So at least you won something. But yeah, as you can see, pit crew's terrible. 3.8 seconds is the fastest they managed to do here. And next up, we have another fun one. Silverstone. In April. It is going to rain, isn't it? But yeah, we're heading to Great Britain next. Let's see how that one goes. The only thing I'm good at, things outside my control. But yeah, I did choose, I did randomly select for the 8 races we're doing for the main season because you built your drivers for that, so I thought that would be more fair. Let's see it now at Great Britain, if anyone explodes. I think we had 6, 7 punctures in that first race. We'll have to see how that goes. I guess I'm out for the main season. It's still 3 more races, David, so don't worry about it. 3 more races to get a good result. And yeah, you did score points, so it's the top 10 that goes through. So I wouldn't worry too much right now. P3 to last if no punctures because of stupid lockup. It is, again, just the name of the game. It's not kind. It is not fair. And a couple of you have lived through that reality of just how unfair this game can be. But yeah, Great Britain is upon us. Let us see how this goes. And in particular, how many ties we'll have left by the end of this.
Welcome and come on in.
Okay, let us just simulate directly to qualifying. And you'll have to pray that the AI gave you 2 hearts around here, I think. Okay, results. Ty quickest in practice. Santo second, and then we have Behrman. I love how the Ferrari AI was just like, nah, Behrman, get him in here. Immediately. Strucker, Kramnitz. But yeah, Alpine's do okay in practice here. Should make things a little bit interesting. We're actually getting rain for Silverstone. And yeah, that's going to make things interesting. Teke is going to be given the chance here to set the Q1 time.
Radio check. That is loud and clear, right? And we are boxes lap.
Let us see how we do in the banker laps. Pretty bad banker lap here from the Red Bull, and the Haas for that matter. We're also getting to the point right now where the AI is going to start messing with your cars. And that is going to spice things up even further. Who is going to come out on top here? 6 minutes remaining. Do we have damage on Strela? Did they send you out with a damaged car? We'll have to fix that, I guess. Yeah, we'll have to destroy that gearbox after this race weekend to give you a little bit more of a fighting chance. Honestly, I should just destroy your entire car and give you a new set of components. But yeah, that crash was very unlucky. Okay. Jojo is finally getting out there, trying to set a lap. See what they can do. Can't wait to eat my tires, Rain. Again, rain might be good if I'm intersets. What if it goes full west floof then? What happens then? Top speed is improving. Not really in danger, but improving. Still maybe went a little bit too early. We'll see if last time's race winner can keep things going here. Is a tent up on Tanto already in the first sector here. Top speed does put it up front. Yellow flag. Who's done it? Artur with a lockup.
Now here we are tackling turn 3.
Should be fine though. Is third at the moment.
Wheels just lock up there, and they ended up.
But that is bye-bye wheelies. Yeah, Artur should be safe. So I don't think that's going to be a big deal here. Tanto is not, however. And is fighting for his life. Up into 8 right now. What about Gojo? Is improving. Definitely did get held up on that first run. 5.5 seconds slower than the leader. Up into 7th. Christie, Rasek, Lunadrift now in danger. Alongside David and Angel here. Not a good enough improvement from Master here. 18th at the moment. That is not great at all. Kaiser is improving, which is nice to see. But yeah, that is not a good run from the RB. Most likely out already. David is improving a little bit more than Kaiser is. But Kaiser is in danger, and there is a Ferrari on the track ahead. 38 there, still an improvement. 6, again, also improving. 37.2 though for David. I think that kind of sells it there. That Kaiser did get held up, and it's most likely out here. Yeah, just about. Lost 8 tenths there in the middle sector compared to everyone else. And even the Red Bull here, LMWFB, is half a tenth down in that first sector. That is not good enough here. As the Haas is trying to improve and should go quicker here than Kaiser. Does do it. Christie is now pushed down. What about Luna Drift here? Are we going to see an improvement? Up into 2nd, or 1st, basically. But yeah, LMWFB here, Red Bull, not improving enough. It's not going to get through, I think. No. Trella, Master, Kaiser, LMWFB, and Christie are most likely going to be out here in Q1. Although Christie is trying to improve. Couldn't really get it done. Just gets it done. Yellow in all 3 sectors, but saves himself and pushes Rasek out. What sorcery is this? What sorcery is that? Honestly. Just saves it by the scruff of the neck here, basically. Now, me and AFN only did 1 run. Think of the time where we saved. But they're slicks. Yeah, I don't know how Christie pulled that one off, Caesar. That's kind of insane. Where did Floof end up? Floof is 7th. And 9th. Okay. Good one here. But yeah, I definitely do need to give Threll a little bit of redemption here. Give him a little bit of a helping hand. With the destruction token, I guess. Okay, Q2 is Floof, and Showmark is...
Track should be green.
Hawking is gonna get Floof cursed at the moment. Let's see. They might be out in Q2. We have more runs in Q3 if you made it. Cosby, you gremlin. I need Tekka to set a good timer so that we can actually watch Q3.
drive to the delta.
Held up by 6/10 there by Cosby by the looks of it. That's an insane start. Gojo, so not really getting it done, but Lieutenant Surge here. Purple Sector 1. Green Sector 2. Purple Sector 2 taken by Showmarker at the moment. Top speed setting a similar time. Gojo and Sorn, very similar times at the end. Christie behind them again. Showmarker puts up into third. What about Cosby here? Tix takes Purple Sector 1 at the moment. Cosby goes fourth. Floof already 2/10 down. That's not a good banker lap, my friend. Tix getting a little bit held up, but still puts up into fifth. What about the Trap here? What can you do? Up into fifth. Lunar Drift, ninth. Atur is currently going around the track here, alongside David and Singh. Is Singh going to be able to get out of last place here? Well, provisionally last place. Up into fourth. Atur cannot improve. David improves. What about Angel? Can you get out of danger zone? Cannot. Tanto. Are you getting out of danger zone? Not really. So in danger before the final runs here. Floof, Tanto, Atur, Angel, Christie, and Lunar Drift. As well as Sorn, Gojo, and Tix. They're not out of the woods yet. And Floof elects to do a very early lap. Like, surprisingly early. Same honestly for Gojo and Trap. That is really, really soon. 5 minutes left on the clock and you go out. I believe and carry on. Yeah, that's a little bit too soon, I think, in terms of coming out of the pits. It is also looking pretty dreary out here. Question, can Floof improve? Purple Sector 1 from the Alpine. And then a Williams in the way. Gojo, 25-2, 2/10 behind. Surge has crashed.
Let's see what happened there. We're following the action through turn 5. Oh, that's where they hit the wall. Now their confidence will have taken a hit with that.
That's a really insane spin and recovery, to be fair. Okay, so Floof has asked me to investigate who's the guilty one, and already I can tell you it's Angel because the other one is not even in. He's not even on track at the moment. That was quite an insane crash here, Taurum. I did not expect him to keep him spinning like that. It was just like no brakes. Really skidded on that grass. But yeah, Floof here. If Floof goes out, we know who to send an stern letter to. Is the idea I'm getting. 37-4. Gojo 2 getting held up here. Tai not having a good run here in Q2. Floof does put it up in the second though, so even while getting held up, didn't really affect him. Yes, we should be happy about that. Gojo is now in danger. Finished their final run in the danger zone. Honestly, Trap is in that very, very same position. So we will have to see what happens here. Asaf Williams got out of the way. See, as long as it's not an Alpine, they get out of the way really, really effectively here. Atta with a 25 blank. We have Angel with 25-3. Not good enough. Atta get held up a little bit. What can Angel do here? In that second sector. What is a good time? 37-6 is an improvement. But I don't think it's good enough. And we can already see it here with Atta doing a 25 blank. 37.2. Up by 7/10 already as the Ferrari gets in the way. But Angel actually does put it in fourth. Bit surprising. Atta now up into second. Lunar Drift now with Purple Sector 1. The track is ramping up. How quickly is it going to ramp though? As we have our first 3 cars out. Tanto, Sorn, Gojo. Trap is in danger. There's 2 cars being very quick here. Cosby could also be in danger. Or, well, David. By the looks of it. Let's see what Lunar Drift does first. There are 3 quick cars coming. Lunar Drift up into first. What about Christie? As my alarm rings. The one that I forgot to turn off. Christie up into 8. Pushing David out. David is improving, however. Gets back up into the safe zone. Tix improves. Gets out of danger. Showmarker is out by Floof's own hand. He took out his teammate. Is the official story we're going for. Potato, Sorn, Gojo, Trap, Sing, and Showmarker out in Q2 here. And it's still a pretty close fight, if you ask me. But yeah, let's see what Q3 has to offer. I might live, Floof says, and then the teammate dies. Classic. Oh no, I've been blocked every quality so far.
Track should be
That is again the highlight by just how the game is treating you. I'm sorry, mate. Oh, the Alpine's in Q3? No. Why the code Christie barely makes it again? Floof, you better get pole. Well, Floof, I thought Floof went out there on the, fresh tires for a second. But Floof using all his softs there might not be a good thing for you. I'll sell up on my final lap. That is, again, just how the AI is. Pretty bad. It is very sad. It is very frustrating. There's not a lot you can do about it. Sector times here. Atta is currently putting in 2 purples, but that wasn't enough. The last sector got absolutely shafted. Floof is on professional pole at the moment. As we get ready for the final quali run. David 2nd, Lundiv 3rd, Christie 4th, Cosby 5th, Surge 6th, Angel 7th, Atta 8th, and Tix 9th here. David, first car out, Christie 2nd, 3rd. Is Floof going to actually hold it here now and be the last car out on track as Lunar Drift has a spin? That's a yikes.
We're going smoothly. And the control's lost. Not a mistake they'll want to make again.
How much tire do you have left now, Luna? Well, 80% before you start the fast lap. That is very much a yikes moment. Who is that behind, however? Is that Surge? It is Surge. So, Surge is now all the way up to the back. Surge might have been shafted here too by Lunar Spin. We'll have to see. Could also take advantage of the DRS. But I think the just it's a little bit too close. A little bit too close for that slipstream. Christie, purple sector 1. David did not get a good sector 1 here. Cosby 2 tenths off. Purple sector 2 from Christie. The GOAT, as was said, is trying to improve here. David did have a good sector 3, but unfortunately that sector 1 just lets you down. 3 purple sectors for the RB. A lot of good times here. Tix, similar time to Christie at the moment. Thrift, 1 tenth off. Cosby, 2 tenths off. 3 tenths off. Second place here. What about Lunar Drift here? Is very similar in terms of pace right now to Cosby. Even with the short tires. Goes up into 3rd. Couldn't keep it going in sector 3. Tix with a purple sector 2 here now. Could take pole. Had very similar time sector 1 to Christie. Can't get it done though. 3,500s away. Atta ends up 8 here after 2 poor sectors. Angel is not having a good one here. And to be fair, neither is Floof. 2 yellow sectors so far. Puts him in 5th. Could not improve at the moment. Cosby, what did you do? 32. Yeah, okay. You're not on fast lap. You're on cooldown lap. That makes more sense. So Christie puts it on pole. Tix 2nd. Cosby 3rd. Lunar Drift gets 4th place here. Floof ends up 5th in the ring. David 6th. Surge 7th. Atta 8th. Angel 9th. And Showmarker will be promoted to P10 once the race starts. Not the worst setup here. Illegal RB.
52 laps around Silverstone.
Christie just making Floof look like doing. Damn. Christie Pro after barely getting to Q2 and Q3. Yeah, indeed. Angel screwing you over again? Well, you might need to be a little bit kinder. It is moderate rain. We start on the wet tires here. 4.47 millimeters of water at the moment. This is gonna be interesting. I just had the worst luck last race. Yes, you did, Tix. Unfortunately, a lot of people got screwed over last lap, and it's gonna be wet the entire race here. Moderate, wet, inter, potentially wet again. We'll see. Some people are gonna destroy their tires, and that is gonna spice things up even more. So let us just make sure we go to the pits, where I belong. Like so. Pit lane start. Start the race here. See how this wet race actually unfolds.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams. Anticipation is high, and the drivers are ready for this.
Can I use my ticket after this race? Yeah, just remind me, Ty.
It's lights out, and away we go.
Oh. We found a guest here. We have captured Estrella. We have captured Estrella in the wild by the looks of it. So they did give him a new gearbox, which is good. Let's see what Christy can do. I can barely see what's going on. It's so foggy. Christy with a good start here. Tix with a 4-1, allowing Cosby to jump up ahead. We have David here on Inter tires. We have a lot of other cars also on Inter tires. Booth retains 5th. Tix falls down to 3rd. Lundrick 4th. This is going to get interesting, because there are interrunners in this, and those tires are getting destroyed already. 2% in like 4 corners is not what you'd like to see. It is going to start drying up here. So the interrunners might have done a big brain move. We'll have to see.
And let me know in track conditions.
Let us retire our vehicles, and then we'll see how you guys get on here. But yeah, already the interrunners are creating gaps to the rest.
Sorry about that.
Which is not too surprising.
The box now.
Can you please just stay to 2 times game? Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Bluefair does want to get by Lunar Drift. Can't really make that happen, however. Fastest lap goes away, Christie. 5% in 1 lap means that they should be able to do, well, 16 laps, maybe 14 laps before their tires start being at risk, if they keep on pushing like that. As well, some cars are pushing harder than others by the looks of it. Wets are so gone. Indeed. I have 80 after build, but this could be worse. Well, it is currently stable at 430, 429. So it's going to stay slightly wet for a while. So the wet tires, it could win out for sure. It is a bit of a gamble for both sides at the moment. But David is creating gaps further back. This is going to help you guys out a ton when you actually start pitting. If you can keep those guys at bay. Let's see how this goes. Fastest lap goes to Atta here, who is on the chase. David, hold on for me, my king. What? Turn up 1-time driver for comms? Yeah, it makes sense. I should max the weather center? I probably should have, yeah. But let's see how this goes. It's going to be a little bit more of a relaxed affair where we'll just be paying attention to where people are for the most part. Overtaking is going to be difficult, although David has already created a 12-second gap to the leaders. And if Angel can't get by, David is actually getting revenge here for Angel holding up Loof in quali. That's hilarious. We had our first incident. Lunar Drift does the exact same thing they did in quali.
We're down at turn 5. Whoa, and around they spin.
Does a little bit of a spinala. And that is down to dead last with 66% worn wet tires. That is an unfortunate start to this race weekend. Well, not the race weekend, the race itself. Tanto's down to 70%. Do they too have an incident, or are they just burning tire for no good reason? The undercut here coming into play. 5 laps, 20% use on most wet tires is actually kind of insane if you ask me. As David's gap now is just increasing even further. When the wet runners pit here, David might very well be their god, but it is getting drier. But it's just going to be for a very, very short period here. But that very, very short drier period is going to eat the tires up. David should actually be gaining on the cars ahead right now, and he just isn't able to do that. Which is a little bit worrying, because the Inters should be a lot quicker right now. I hate David's build. He's so well because of it. Well, David right now is actually gaining on you, Floof, so you might want to run away. David with the fastest lap right at the moment. And your tires are dying. How have you done this, Tanto? Like, how have you done this? You've eaten your tires in 7 laps. What is the temperature you are running those tires at? I have to check. Like, because that's insane. Tanto, where are you? You only have 2 wet tires. You've used one already. 104 degrees. From lap 5 to 6, you used 20%. 6% first lap. Another 7% following lap. 9%. 10%. 13%. This is still limit. You can already see just how badly the tires get affected by running them too hot. Gojo here is safe at the moment. But Ty, your driver seems like they are going to go ahead and full send those tires as well. You can see it, no one has pushed their tires over that 100-degree mark, just like Tanto has done. No one burns their tires like Tanto. No one gets punctures like Tanto, because 20% a lap means that by the time they get to pit, 10%, 5% even. Look at this. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 in the pits. Just barely survives. That is 8 laps to eat. Doesn't even get fastest lap for it. Oh, and a slow pit stop. Mercedes pain continues.
Pit stop issue.
Tanto now is how far down the road to the leaders? 47 seconds. Does go to an inter tie though, so should be a lot quicker. But yeah, that is not the start they needed. Now David is gaining. Oh, we have Surge coming in. One of the wet runners coming in to get rid of the wets, as they said, fastest lap. Going into the pit lane. I still find that being funny. But yeah, Inter's lap right there. Fastest lap for Sorn now coming into the pits as well. Inter tires. Undercuts can happen here, but it's going to depend on who gets in first and go for those Inters. It's going to get wet again, don't get me wrong. But right now, these wets are just getting shredded. David is still quick. He is probably going to hold you all up and make you burn a lot of your tire, not going fast. That's not going to be good. Gojo, are you coming into the pits? No, you are doing the lunatic thing and staying out. LMWFB is coming in. Gets a set of Inters on. Floof is living dangerously. Gojo is living dangerously. Trella up into 12. Also dangerously living. Who is going to puncture first here in the Silverstone? I need a Hall of Fame for most punctures at this rate. We'll have to do a recount. But yeah. Trella and Gojo as well as Floof in danger here of having the honor of being the first puncture. Gojo takes it. Trella takes second place in the puncture Silverstone Championship. Christie comes in here, gets those inter tires on, and should be good here to just keep on going, really. But yeah, that is Gojo and Strella's races. Kind of ruined. Lunar Drift does get held up as well. Floof now does the Floof thing. He's floofed it, lads. Third place in the Puncture Championship around Silverstone here. Does it at the start of the lap, which means that this is absolutely binned. No recovery possible. Well, to be fair, everyone else can also puncture and do the same, but yeah, that's not good for your race. You are holding up a lot of the cars, like you held up Christie there. David is currently getting through. He's going to take the lead. Atta needs to come into the pits this lap, or they too are going to get absolutely shafted. But yeah, that is not what you're going to see. Atta does stay out. Schumacher does stay out. Angel stays out. Floof is finally into the pits here, but it's going to come up basically very close to last at this rate. We have 3 other cars that might share his fate, though, relatively soon. So it's not all terrible. He might make some new friends in the pit lane at this rate. But yeah, Atta stays out. Schumacher stays out. Angel stays out. Are they going to make it till the end of this lap before danger falls upon them? Can I pit, please? Oh, there we go. Schumacher has picked up a puncture. The Alpine duo's pick wall is absolutely atrocious. Just does not want them to succeed. At least Schumacher did it close to the pits. I didn't lose too much time. Atta is going around again, and the same here for Angel. The absolute lunatics that they are. But yeah. Luffy is not lost. What about Schumacher? He should be fine. We have a yellow flag as Angel gets a puncture. Lunatic with a lockup. It is getting very, very spicy here. Can Atta actually survive this? If he does, that would be insane. 11. There we go. The puncture has become a reality. We are going to have more punctures than we are going to have points scored this race at this race. Tix is still going strong, but does get into the pits. The Aston Martin pick crew just tell him, dude, everyone's tires are exploding. What are you doing? Get in here. Cosby decides to stay out, which doesn't make much sense to me, but, you know, the AI isn't meant to make sense anyway, so it's fine. Tix comes out in 5th, I believe. 6th, maybe? And that is not the worst place. Did you just burn 10% in that first corner, Tix? What is happening here? Tix had a lockup, the tiniest of lockups.
Oh, it's so wet for them out there. And the car fails to respond. But that's just the risk you take.
Okay, that was 10% tire wear right there. Luna Drift with another lockup. At this rate, Luna is going to run out of tires. Has also picked up some sort of damage. I assume it is an underfloor, maybe. I don't see any damage on the front wing. Cosby is still going strong out there. Not giving up. Not going to change anything. Christie and Tix are probably still in a very, very dominant position just based on their tire advantage. I don't know what Cosby is doing, but he's enjoying himself out there. At least until Silent Milk doesn't dominate. Yeah. I hate Alpine. Oh, damn. God forbid, I don't know. Also, the Table House Savant is called Extended UI, which is basically a mod. Cosby's just enjoying himself, and at this rate, he too is going to eat a puncture. Like, he is in danger right now. Cosby, you need to get in. It's less than 3 millimeters at the moment. Okay, you do actually go into the pits. You're gonna probably fall down to 6th, 7th here. But at least you didn't explode your tires before you got there. Master is gonna need to pit very soon. Trap's gonna need to pit very soon. But apart from them, should be good. Cosby comes out. Master comes in. Alongside Kaiser. Okay. Is Kaiser gonna have a clean stop here? Yep, new enters. What about Master? Not the best stop right there. I guess jump in the pits. Next up is Singh, who's gonna need to get into the box here. But by all accounts, it has stabilized somewhat here. Christie is the tire, so check my smoothness. Your smoothness should be just 1, unless you had a very, very lucky rank up to 2, to be fair. Although that too would be kind of insane. Inters for both of these boys, for Trap and Rasek. And I'm just wondering who are next. Oh. You spin me right.
Now we can see what happened. So we're heading now into turn 5. That's the moment they lose it. The conditions clearly.
I'm not doing that bad. Don't jinx yourself, AFN. I was so far behind. I was so far ahead. Floof, it's called, you know, punctures. Alpine strategy. You know? David comes in now. Gets going for a new set of enters. Singer's coming in. Not the worst timing ever, but yeah, this again. Oh, did I just go into 4x while... Oh, it's the front camera. Yay! It's the epilepsy camera. Yeah, let's just fix that immediately. That one. It's always funny, but it's not great to look at. But yeah, Christie in the lead here. Does not have the best tires, however, but does have a couple of seconds on them. Cosby second, Tex third. We have David fourth. We have Surge fifth, LMWFB sixth, Solon seventh, After 8, Tanto ninth, and then we have Gojo, who's gonna hold this till the end. Just like Luna. Yeah, tire wear gets lost quite insanely when you have an incident here. Red flag or safety car, someone crashed. You're not getting a safety car, Christy. You can pray, but you're not getting it. Kaiser now comes in to get some new tires after that spin. Unfortunately, a slow stop too. Kaiser's race is just getting worse and worse for every second that passes.
And they just really struggle. It's not a smooth one.
Can we go back to left hand and just end the race there? Nah. I can end it now. Surge comes into the pits. Lieutenant? Question is just when is the perfect time to pit and last till the end? Because it is going to stay wet for the entire race. But as you can see, when you do pit, you are going to come out towards the back. There is going to be some shuffling here happening when we get to pit stops. How many stops have actually Lunar Drift done now? Out of curiosity. That is the shortest interstint I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. It is basically just 4 laps. Lunar Drift. Well, doing better than Kaiser, surprisingly enough. Well, maybe not, because Kaiser started on those enters. I don't know how to put this. As Tanto pits, Christie has pitted now onto a fresh set. Comes out in 7th. Oh, we have a yellow flag, very minor. Show marker this time running wide.
No, wide they go. Fighting with the car, just a little perhaps.
There is sparks coming off that Alpine. Puncture imminent. Yeah, is Christie actually going to get the overtake done here? Yeah, just flies by Atta. Next target. Sorn. Yeah, Cosby, doing well. Sorn actually just gets out of the way. Going into the pits here. Bit of a slow one. It's now down to 16th, but honestly, with how close everyone is, basically anyone who pits from 4th and down, it's going to come down basically bottom 5 at this rate. Lunar Drift and Kaiser are the exceptions because, well, they've just been, you know, had the worst luck to man around here. There's not really much you can do to cancel that out, really. Cosby might be looking to come for Petrol's crown at this rate, honestly. We will have to see. Apologies. It's a little bit early in the morning. We need a good time red flag. You can always pray for a good time red flag, but I don't think you're going to get it. Faster lap goes to a trap at the moment. But yeah, a lot of cars there are running together. Basically, pairs holding hands at this stage. And there's not really much you can do about it. LMWFB comes in. At basically the halfway mark here. We should have more than enough enters so we don't have to worry about running out. So honestly, the wet races are probably the best ones for you in this challenge. It's where you need to actually perform, if you will. We're going to be seeing an overtake immediately here. Faster lap now goes to Tix. 1.7 seconds faster there than Cosby with way worse tires. Means that he is pushing to go for the pits. Bloof tries to defend. Can't really hold off those fresh tires. And LMWFB does get ahead. But yeah, Tix is pushing. Should be coming to the pit shortly, I would think. Then we shall take it from there. Let us see now if you actually do come into the pits or not. And if you do, you should be coming out basically top 10-ish. Says Alba one more lap, which honestly is fine. But burning tires and then saving tires is not very effective. It's not a very effective use of them. Let's just put it like that. These Alpine box. Well, you are getting to dangerous territory right now, and you are falling backwards. So it would be a good time to box, but considering that you can make the Inters last about 20 laps, if you do take good care of them, I think we are going to see cars now stay out, at least for 2-3 more laps, just to try and go for down one final pit stop till the end. And that is dangerous in particular for the Aston up here. It is dangerous for the McLaren, for Sauber, and for Schumacher. Because if you guys stay out for too long, you are going to get absolutely shafted yourselves, as Tex now does come in for what should be their final pit stop. Same for Gojo, for Strella, for Schumacher. You're pulling this regular a little bit early, but you kind of needed to in order to ensure you do not get another puncture. So at least it does make sense from that perspective. Gojo with a pit stop issue. There is no such thing as mercy in this world. Strella with a pit stop issue. Suddenly we have all three running side by side. That is not amazing for you guys. You'll burn each other's tires up. What's the exclamation for Luna? I assume it is underfloor damage. We don't actually know. Old drives to low aggression? No. You can still pick your driver aggression with this one. Takes. Undercut heaven incoming, indeed. Atta living dangerously though. It's getting close to that limit. Cosby is chilling. David's chilling. Christie is still going to need to pit again, so should really just get a move on here and catch up to the cars ahead. As Master now comes into the pits. Yellow flag. Who has locked up and destroyed their tires? Angel this time around.
Now here's our drivers all trying to take turn 16. Well, you can see
if you set your driver too low, then it should be low Yatix, unless I made a mistake. But yeah, comes out in 16th here. Angel has now punctured after that incident. Pain is the name of the game, and that is just after you go past the finish line. So that is Angel definitely out of this. Look at the time lost. Bloof now does pit alongside Atur, who I believe had a bit of a slow one. Can you do anything in these final 18 laps to get yourself into the points, Bloof boy? Angel has almost made his way around here. As you can see, if you do puncture at the start of a lap, you lose close to 30 to 40 seconds. It is not a good time for anyone involved. And Cosby now is getting to that danger zone. Is coming into the pits, however. Question now is going to be, is traffic going to be a problem, or are you going to be able to clear it? Trap and Rasa comes in as well. Cosby is going to be clearing the most of the traffic here. A lot of free air up front. 11 seconds worth. Trap and Rasek has their stops done. It's going to come out here in 11th and 12th by the looks of it. And with the undercut potential here, should be able to secure some points. But yeah, Cosby probably has the stronger position right now. Has already undercut the cars ahead. Because, well, he was ahead of them anyways, so it's not really undercut. But you get the idea. They're not going to be able to pit and come out ahead. And with David now pitting, we'll have to see how it goes and where he comes out. Because Tix is still in this mix here. Clean stop. Tix is currently going through the final corner down the main straight. And David is out ahead, as it turns out. Just barely. Singh is not having a good stop here, but is still going to be in the running for points. Christie needs to get into the pits now rather than later before they get, well, potentially undercut by Atta and Trap at this rate. Really, will be net 5th if they were to pit right now. Why do I have to sell less than one lap? A small lockup, mayhaps. What's the weather like? Well, it is going to remain in this basically till the end. Could be a very slow, very minor wet period. But into till the end is the most likely weather here. This is depression. I am sorry, AFA. Ty not participating? Gojo is Ty. Ty requested the power of anime to protect him. Or manga, depending how you want to look at it. Manga is probably more accurate, but yeah. Are we seeing a Mercedes double stack that actually worked? What is that? That's not how this is supposed to go. Yeah, at this rate, once Sean pits, he is going to get jumped by quite a lot of cars here. Schumacher might get into the points at this rate. And Christie, as mentioned, does need to pit right now because Atta is gaining. And Luna Drift's troubles just continue getting worse and worse. 3 people have been absolutely shocked for this race. Kaiser, Drift, and Angel. Christie does finally now get into pit lane. And a slow pit stop for the RB driver. That is not what they wanted to see. A terrible, terrible pit stop. Where exactly are they coming out now? Just ahead of the worst part of the traffic. Behind one car, but ahead of basically, you know, the rest of the gaggle here. So, while it could be pretty terrible, the worst scenario didn't come to pass, but should have been out there, probably ahead of Atta. So you can already see, lost about 10 seconds with the pit stop drama right there. Which is not a good thing. Let's see, where did Son come out? Son is in 16th and probably not going to get any points there. Surge might be able to pull something off. There's a lot of worn tires up ahead, and there is a DRS. Well, not really DRS zone. There's a train of cars, so they're going to just burn their tires even more. But all in all, Hosby has kind of one out here. David has very similar tires to him at 80%. Tix is down to 70, but with a 12-second gap down to Atta, he should be safely in 3rd. Atta has a small gap down to Trap. Also a minor disadvantage in tires. But generally, these gaps should be good enough that over the next 10 laps, they'll be able to kind of protect themselves. But we do also see Gojo here, not ready to give up just yet. We also have Master and Showmarket fighting for that final point for P10. No F125 update for the cars. No, we're doing a viewer grid, so not really any mods safe apart from standard UI. This could have been a top 5. I can't. What BS? Yeah, Showmarket, Master, they're going to be squabbling till the end. Christie, Singh, and everyone ahead are going to be squabbling too. Christie just can't get by at the moment. Burnt a lot of tire already with 10 laps to go. This could be really, really bad. Place my bid on David. David did gain 6/10 that last lap, so it wouldn't be a terrible bid. If, of course, he can keep it up. I need a red flag. I require a red flag, father, please. But yeah. Apart from squabbling from 6 to, well, 9th here, there isn't really much going on. Showmark, however, is getting, you know, reeled in by more than just one driver at the moment, which is kind of bad. And for Christie, unfortunately, the tires that are starting to kind of heat up and get forked a little bit, if you will. Even a red flag doesn't help me. To be fair, Floof, what would help you here is a safety car. Because there's a lot of cars running closely together. As long as Showmarker doesn't screw you over, you might be able to make something... Well, with 4-second pit stop, a safety car would also screw you over. As it turns out. Oh, it's Christie finally making the move. Christie finally gets by Singh here and can start chasing down Trap. But because they were stuck behind for so long, their tires are absolutely destroyed. Very similar to the cars around now. And even worse than David's tires. Yellow flag now. Very minor. Surge running wide.
Look at the Mercedes. That's... Oh no, that's not quite what they would have wanted. That won't do the...
A safety car in which Cosby starts on track and blocking it, everyone breaks. Fail ahead of Floof. Yeah, basically that would be the way that Floof could get points here. But yeah. 7 laps to go here. We are nearing the end. Rasek is now hunting down Singh. Or trying at least. They are very similar in terms of tires. But there isn't really much to be done. To be fair, the final point here is probably more very valuable. So we'll have to see if Showmarker can hold on. Or if Master's going to get him. Or even if Strella's going to get involved. I kept poised to race at 10. Yeah, you did. I'm catching Gojo. Well, last lap you had very similar times, but you are indeed catching right now. This lap you caught 7/10. David is also catching Cosby at probably an alarming rate for the Cosby. David, go win this for me. Damn. Floof, have you given up already? There is some high usage here that is worrisome, but I think we'll be fine. Rasik is trying. Is attacking, but just can't get it done. Christie is chasing down the Red Bull and might be able to get trapped by the end of this if they're lucky. We'll have to see. I'm not carrying the Floof curse. Damn, even David just goes, nah, I'm not cursed like you, Floof, I'm fine. But yeah. 10th isn't settled yet. Rasek versus Singh is not settled yet. But the gaps are starting to form here. And Cosby, along with David, has had kind of a dominating performance here. Also a little bit helped by basically half the grid getting punctures, but that is kind of the name of the season, so it's not that surprising. Hello Justin, how you doing? A little bit tired, but having fun. Floof is not going to make it? Is Floof going to pick up another puncture here? That would be kind of hilarious if it did, but let's not curse him like that. David is trying. But is also hounded by a last car at the moment. 3 laps to go. We're getting close to the end here. I don't think we're getting any more punctures unless someone really just full sends it. Jojo is starting to mess around with Rasik though, which is going to slow him down. And in turn, keep Singe safe. Alpine box me, I would be like 7th to 6th. Basically, yeah. Jojo's going to have 30% tires, P9 incoming. Well, we'll have to see. Fastest lap currently goes to Sing. Fastest lap point is also going to be very important this season, because top 10 does go through. We might need to punish Schumacher here, running that car way too low, just box flying, and Master has been biding his time and gets the overtake done on the second to last lap here. Christie is also going to try and get an overtake done. Rasek is going to try and get an overtake done. Final lap is now underway. Cosby leads, head of David, head of Tix. Rasek launches it on Sing. Can get the move done, I think. Fastest lap currently in Atto's hands. Quickly changes to Christie, who's still trying to get that Red Bull. And Schumacher has even fallen down to 12th at the moment. As Tanto takes the fastest lap away. And because not in top 10, that fastest lap point is now gone to the void. Unless someone snatches it by the end of this race. Christie versus Trap. And Strela, Schumacher, and Master. As we have a crash with a Red Bull. Master. LMWFB. Okay, that didn't really affect you at all, let's be honest. That is a baby crash. I love tap, as they say. But yeah, I think we aren't seeing any changes here in position. Hosby wins. David gets second here. Tix does get third place in this one. Atto gets fourth. Inferno Trap gets fifth. Fastest lap currently in Atto's hands. Christie gets sixth. And is Master going to be able to cause some problems for 10th? No. Drella does get a little bit of redemption, score some points here. Gochu in 9th, Sing in 8th, Rasik in 7th. And we'll have to see, does that fastest lap point go anywhere? Kaiser says no, mine. And takes it away.
Sometimes I think you just have to
No, I hate Alpine.
That was a pity.
I just love
The
fans
team certainly wouldn't have wanted their race to end this.
devolving into insanity here and learning why the floof curse is such a bad thing. Can I get 100 to my car component, please, by the way? I guess. Should I just buff everyone then? If I get 20 points, I deserve a shot at the main stage. Well, if you get 20 points, that would currently put you in third. So yeah. Basically, as I said, top 10 are the ones that go through. Currently, Rasik is on the cusp, Gojo's on the cusp, Strela's on the cusp. But you will still need to be 10th or above in the driver's standings to go through here. It's been fun being a teammate AFN. Shame the partnership is ending so early. Damn. Ferrari's team to beat, looks like. Game position. Imagine if I wasn't blocked. Can I use a ticket? I will allow it. If there's anyone else currently around that wishes to ticket their engine, let me know. And honestly, I might just go ahead and give everyone fresh components for the second half. Because I think most people would be using doing that right now, let's be honest. It makes sense to do it. So just give me a second here, I'll find my save games and I'll get it sorted. Let us see here. Parts. Powertrains. What I'm going to do here is, as I mentioned, I'm just going to do it for everyone, I think. Because I think most people would go, yes, I want a fresh engine, fresh components. So, yeah. So we'll just equalize everyone's car pass at the moment. It is a shorter season, so it doesn't really, matter much. And let's see here what we can do. To be fair, most of you actually have like decently well components. The car engines are, well, Strelis is the worst at 50%. Most of you are about 80 to 70. I'll still 100% it though. Just do the same with the gearbox here. And that way we will be ready for the second half of the season. But most of you actually are surviving fairly well, except for Floof for some weird reason. Your gearbox, Floof, is worse than Strelis. And you haven't had any... Well, you did crash and... Sorry, you did do the stroll thing, so it kind of makes sense from that perspective. But yeah, we'll be ready in a second. And then I shall reload. And then we'll get ready with the second half of the season. As you can see, we're going to Italy for the next one. There we are. Save has been fixed. And everyone now should have perfected components. That's not what I meant to click on. Now I spoiled it by accident. I'm a fool. Yes, I want to save that. Load that save data. But yeah, let's see here. The 1 podium can be top 10. It's not a joke, yeah. Podiums are super valuable. Wins are extremely valuable. Cosby, David, Shaolin here. I would say those three are guaranteed through already. I can't see, 7 people score enough points to get ahead of them. Maybe if we have like the next, 5 here score just enough points to get ahead and they score none. But we do need a little bit of a helping hand there, basically, for the rest of you, I think. But we shall see. Everyone now has perfected engines, ERS gearbox. They've been boosted back to 100. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't had any big shunts. No, it's basically, I think, because you hit the wall in Jeddah, Floof. It has to be. I would have been upset if I didn't lock up in Jeddah. Remember that? You called me a deadweight. To be fair, both of you have been unlucky for the Alpine boys. I understand the frustration, but both of you have had your own bad luck. There's no getting around that. Okay, 22 days now to Imola, and then we are going to qualifying in an hour. Yeah, we'll have to see. I might take a short break for the qualifying. Or we go like 16 extra last 2 races. We'll have to see. I wanted to try and be done before qualifying. So we'll have to see how we do this. I think I just need to speed things up a little bit. I call Floof and his curse that way. I'm not frustrated, I'm just worried my best build yet is gonna miss out. That is kind of what the Floof curse would do to you though, Floof. Like, you need to make a build that you're unhappy with. A build that you absolutely hate. And then you're gonna become world champion. That is the law of the curse. That's how it works. Alright then. Next time, Floof is going to make an overtake monster. With the RB engine and everything. Next time, no defending. No, that's what I'm saying. No defending, only pace. The full send, if you will. Okay. We have a wet qualifying on our hands, which means blocking. And we will speed things up a little bit for this race. Because I forgot qualifying was in now. I thought it was in 2, to be perfectly honest. That is on me. Menage Session.
Track should be green now.
The curse was stronger this time because they did not use a Renault. Imagine how much more pace it could have had if we went for a Renault engine. We may have to hit 16x last race. We might have to, we'll have to see. I come from full niche to optimizing. Oh no. I love that move. That might be what you have to do, to be fair. In this one, it's going to remain fairly constant in terms of the rain. Everyone is kind of just sitting in the pits at the moment, just twiddling their thumbs.
And stay negative on the dash.
We might need to do another bank lap here. Singh is currently doing his. Schumacher, and here comes the blockage. Oh, Schumacher starts where he left off, I believe. With a lockup.
Follow the action now at turn 7.
We blame the dirty air of the what?
And there's
The
lockup. Just unable to.
yeah, we blame the Sauber for that one. Move ticks. Oh, another yellow flag. Yeah, this one is lengthy. Atto with a lockup.
It all starts as they reach turn 17.
I believe this is Sauber that blocked you.
Oh, and the car locks up. By that point, it was just too late.
Give that cameraman, you know, replace that cameraman. He has a reaction to a potato. The car flies and then he just follows later on. Okay, I should probably get the sectors up here. Currently purple from LMW here. And you're inside of a Haas while you are doing this. That Red Bull is basically about to just kick the Haas out of the way. Up into 5th. Rasek 2nd. Christie is currently 3rd. We'll speed through the first laps here, though. I think everyone's had their first go. Atta in danger. Schumacher in danger. Serge, Kaiser, and Angel. Sorn and Cosby, our last time's winner. Our last 2 races winner, actually. But yeah, interestingly enough, you set better times on your cooldown lap than you did in your actual fast lap. That is, oh my god, everyone is coming out. We are going to go out too, just to be on the safe side. I do want to make sure that I'm out behind Atta though, so I don't cause him any problems. And we should be able to get around here. And take control as Schumacher is going first. Should be doing fairly well. Atta here is actually on his fast lap and getting a little bit blocked here by the Haas. Angel with the purple. Atta puts it to P1. Conditions has changed to dry, but everyone is on inter tires still. Purple sector here for Red Bull. Danger here. Schumacher is pushing. Yellow flag at the moment. Cosby running wide. That is not what he needs right now. Schumacher up into 1st. David up into 1st. Angel up into 3rd. What can the bottom 5 do here? One of them vanished. Another one vanished. Serge is up at the moment. Cosby is out. Not very surprising there. Did have a bad run. Strella's out. Trapp's out. Tanto's out. Singh survives by pushing my guy down, which means Serge, unfortunately, is about to perish. Because we need to be in Q2. So Serge, Strella, Trap, Tanto, and Cosby out in Q1. Cosby from first to last. We live. I love how you're just like, we live. Oh. Okay.
Green light.
It's gonna get dry towards the end again. So this banker lap is just out of banker lap. You are gonna have to put everything into your final lap.
So you have P1.
Current provisional grid. Ticks Gojo, David, top 3. Loof is kind of safe but in danger still. Same for Singh, same for Kaiser. Luna Drift, Atta, Angel, Schumacher, Rasek, and Christie all need improvements on that final banker lap that is to come. It is getting dry by the second right now. Singh goes first, then we have Sorn, Schumacher. Everyone else is going too. We do need to kind of try and get ourselves into Q3 here, as I mentioned. So I need to go out here behind Singh, but ahead of everyone else. As we have a yellow flag, who's been the unlucky one? Atto with a spin.
Oh no, that's not how to do it. And there'll be words had after this, I'm sure.
There will be words. Singh, though, is sending purple sectors. That is not too surprising. We should be seeing more purple sectors too as quality goes on. Similar time here for Sorn. Second purple sector for Singh. Similar time here for Schumacher as well. Singh just barely ahead. 25-5 now for Kaiser. New purple. Rasek, new purple. Sorn, new purple. Singh into provisional first at the moment here. What can Sorn do? 24-4. So the track is evolving. Another yellow flag. Atta running wide. That's not what you need, buddy. Schumacher still first. Sorn third. Isat now. Rasek moves up. What about Christie? A lot of cars now are about to cross the line. Floof. Are you in danger? You are still in danger. You are eliminated. Atta, Master, Floof, Angel, Kaiser, and Sorn are very likely to all be eliminated right here, unfortunately. That is just how things are when there is a wet quali about. Sorry about it. Singh and Schumacher barely live. Let us see what Q3 has to offer. Rip AFN? You just say rip AFN and then AFN survived. Oh no, that is... Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. I clicked the wrong button. I'm sorry, everyone. I got cursed and clicked simulate instead of actually doing it. My bad. If I reload, where do we end up? We end up in the race, so I would have to do the entire weekend from scratch. That sucks. I'm sorry. Results. SCP-1, that's not surprising. But that means we've stolen a point that we shouldn't have. Qualifying, Rasek second. We need to remember to give you one freebie, one free point for that one. But yeah, Rasek second, Christie, Tix, David, Luna Drift, Schumacher, Singh, Gojo, and LMWFB. Yes, we'll have to remember that extra point if it becomes important. I think Rasek will be okay, though, as things currently stand, so... Shouldn't be that much of a problem.
The anticipation is... This is it.
My first Q3 in the sim. See, even when the game does screw you, my muscle memory does.
And away we go.
Rasek with not the best start I've ever seen. But he should be able to hold on here. Just about. David up into 30. The Ferrari boys are doing well. Christie is second on a medium tire. Rebel here with the only hard tire currently in play. We'll have to see just how badly you all burn your tires around here. Now, though, we are gonna just quickly retire, as tradition requires.
Box now. We retire.
And we will have to use a little bit of 4x here. How did Rasek pull out that gap? Already 2 seconds. up front there. Well, we've seen this before. A hard push and then they get reeled in immediately. So it's not that surprising. But for the first stint here, the question is going to be who is going to destroy their tires at least. And yeah, Christie immediately reels in Razak here, just saying, no, we're staying with you. You're not getting away, buddy. Please, Floof AI, we need to cook. Well, Floof is currently in 12th. You can still make something happen here. It's going to be interesting, though. Some gaps are forming. Jojo is up into 6th right now. Isa is kind of falling behind out of the RS, which would be bad for everyone running with him. Floof moves up to 11th now. Singh gets fastest lap. Everyone's tires is degrading very similarly, but once again, the Alpines just don't like having tires on their cars. Look at this. Showmark is eating his tires. Sorn is even eating his tires. Floof is somewhat eating his tires. Not completely, but he's nibbling more than the rest, maybe. Same here for Master, really. For Surge. So some of your drivers really, really do not like having tires on your vehicles. And it's kind of weird. Mid tires are best here for pushing now. You mean medium? Yeah, medium should be fine. Maybe it's a genius strategy. The undercuts have been really potent. I'm not gonna lie, undercuts have been potent so far in the semi-finals here. So it might not be a terrible strategy, but at the same time, yeah, it might not actually be a terrible strategy to just burn up the softs early on. And Shotmark actually does come into the pits here. Double stack from the... Oh, that loses Floof some time. Double stack from the Alpine when you didn't need to. Peak strategy here. Did both of you pick hard tires? You did, in fact, do that. Both of you went to hard tires till the... I was about to say till the end here. Probably not, but the undercut potential is there. Shouldn't be anyone pitting too soon. I say as Sorn, Trap, and Master comes in. Hello there, Underworld. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Sorn does get screwed a little bit by the pit stop, and so does Master. Both of them are just hammering on their cars. That is very unfortunate for those two. And for Trap here, does come out in 18th on hard tires. Medium for the other two here. Trying to make it in time. Surge might be, once again, a puncture candidate. Floof could still make something work here, but it's going to require the ones out front to stay out longer, as both Strela and Surge now do come into the pits. Medium tires and medium tires. Slow stop there for Strela. Surge goes out ahead, and Floof moves up ahead of them. So currently, Floof, when the rest of the pits, could jump up into the points. Showmarker could jump up towards the lead, but it's going to be pretty close. Time consideration here, 29 seconds is what you lose under a green flag condition. So, Showmarker on the limit. Christie is coming in. You also need to remember that pit stops are usually 2.5 seconds. These are more like 4.5 seconds, so add another 2 seconds to the expectation here. As Showmarker now flies down past Christie, and for Floof, he is unfortunately about 4 seconds too slow here to make something happen. Those are soft tires, however. That is actual lunacy. That is actual lunacy as our leader now comes in. Ferrari elects to not double stack. Singh comes in as well. Ferrari clean stop there for Razak. For Singh, we are getting soft tires by the looks of it. As are saving those hards for a little bit later. But yeah, as you can see, Floof isn't really getting the undercuts that he wanted. Showmarker is. And currently, he's going to undercut everyone and be net P1 by the time everyone pits. Floof now is also getting to the point where he can undercut some of the cars up ahead. maybe with the exception of David, who just went into the pit lane. Am I going to get a puncture? Maybe. We'll have to see. You did come into the pits, however, so you are safe for the time being. Decent stop there for Ferrari onto a medium tire. Same for the Williams. Hard tire for the Aston. For Tanto, it is a soft tire, but it is a slow stop, which is very, very unfortunate. And with that, as mentioned, Floof comes out, or rather, David comes out just ahead of Floof. And with that, the undercut now for everyone up ahead for Floof is a go net 5th at the moment. Jojo could end up with a puncture here. Does come into the pits, however. No puncture is coming there, which is good. I'm going. My team didn't put me in the pits. GG. Bye, guys. Bye, Ty. But you should know they did pit you at the end here. And you are still in it. Good morning, Inferno. How you doing? David pulled me along. All the way to the back and came out on softs. Yes, the undercut here. I guess you're doing a double undercut. You burn the softs to catch up and then you pit and do the actual undercut. Atta is now in danger. Cosby, last time's winner, is in danger. And we have a puncture here, but basically gonna lose 2 seconds as he's already on the way into the pits when it happened. Atta and Cosby now does come in. And with this, hard tires for the Sauber, for Cosby, mediums. Bit of a slow stop though, which kind of is not good when you already started dead last. Makes your life a little bit harder. Schumacher, Rasek, Christie, David, Floof, and Singh are currently the ones up front having pitted. We still need the rest of to do their pit stops. And when they do pit, they are going to come out outside of the points, unfortunately. Please show fucking Alfie, no mistakes. Are you jinxing yourself, AFN? I hope my driver pitted. I'm back. Welcome back. You are in 12th, but you do have a tire advantage over a lot of the cars ahead. So it is not all bad, a tie. You can still make something happen here. Trap is right here with the Red Bull. This is you, Inferno Trap. Unless I messed up your name, and I said Inferno as front and Trap as last name. I might have messed up. If I did, apologies. Showmarker with a lockup. AFM prayed. RNGesus said no.
Struggling with the car. They took a gamble, and it was just too late.
Luckily recovered relatively quick. But yeah, Lunar Drift comes in there with a puncture. LMWFB comes in, gets on that medium tire. And for Showmarker, did wreck his tires a little bit. Could have been a lot worse, however. Still net 3rd in this race, let's be honest. Yeah, it's not the worst thing ever. It could be terrible. You could have Floof torpedo you and David. And have the Alpi make a Ferrari sandwich because, well, Floof hasn't crashed yet properly. He needs to take someone out every season. And this might be his final chance. But yeah, David now up into 4th place. Staying up into 7th. There is going to be some DRS swapping. I do also need to get a move on so we get done before quali, so we'll run a little bit at 8 times here. Kaiser should be coming into the pits. He does, and unfortunately he's going to come out outside of the points. He has stayed out way too long, but the undercut could be the play here, as Atta does have a bit of a moment. Let me through, dude, please. Kaiser has pitted. That is a lot of position loss over Atta, and that puts him in a bad spot. Cosby now with damage. I see a piece of that front wing missing. Did he and Atta have a moment after the initial incident? Ooh. That could have been pretty bad. But, yeah. Cosby and Atta does have a little go together after Atta's first incident here. We'll have to see how this undercut strategy for Tanto is going to work out, as Schumacher does come into the pits here. Probably a little bit too early, I'm not going to lie. Into a soft tire. That is a yikes moment, I think. 40 laps to go, and they elect to put you on a soft tire. Well, your tires were fairly once, it does make sense, but I think Rasek now has this one kind of in the bag already. Another yellow flag. The incidents will not stop here. As Luna Drift lives up to their name again.
Whoa, and there it goes. And there's not much they can do about that now.
Oh yeah, big brain move coming soon for Mercedes. Oh my god. The Mercedes big brain move is gonna wow us all. Next now up into 4th, there is a DRS train all the way down to 9th here. I'll see how that goes. Hicks has already gained 2 seconds on Floof though and gotten up to the top 3. That's kind of nuts. Showmarket is pushing up now into 19th. Gonna chase down Luna and then gonna keep on moving upwards. Christie is currently living the life of Puncture Valley as Stroll, Strella, Master, and Sorn all come into pit here. Sorn having a slow one.
Right in the pits.
Christie, now you are living dangerously. You are ahead of the train, but 19% is not a good place to be. One more lap, and I think I can almost guarantee you're going to have a puncture. Another lap it is. 17% here. Let the punctures begin as Surge now comes into the pit lane. There we go. The puncture becomes a reality. Christie has basically been shuffled outside of this race now. It's going to hold up a lot of cars. It's good for Schumacher all up until the points where he catches up as well, which is now, basically. Cosby getting held up. Luna Drift about to get held up. Well, did get held up a little bit. Christie not having a good time. Hey fam, what happened to your tires? Have you forgotten that the Alpine East tires, Woof? Have you forgotten this fact? But yeah, we are getting to a point right now where a lot of people are going to need to pit. Woof is losing right now as the defense merchant. Angel now comes in the pits. Going for that undercut. Soft tire. Bit of a slow stop, but not terribly slow. Panto now with a puncture. The Red Bull not having... sorry, the Mercedes not having a good time. Red Bull was in a previous life. We have David coming in for a hard tire. That could be race defining. Soft tire there for Gojo. David is going to come out here in 11th behind Schumacher. Schumacher doing his best here to get the undercuts up and working again. Crap, Floof, both of them now are hitting that 30% mark. Going to be a little bit dangerous. But they stay out. Cosby comes in. Are they going to give you a new wing? They are. They decide to take the time loss here to give you a new wing and give you a hug and some affirming words that you can do this, champ. You are going to get your way back up into first again. And that puts Cosby kind of out of contention. Let's not lie here. Floof comes in now. Atta comes in. Are they going to have clean stops, or is the Alpine going to screw him over once again? Clean stop there for Floof. What about Atta? Clean stop there with the soft tire as well. Floof comes out in 15th at the moment. And it's going to be able to undercut some cars ahead on that medium tire. It's not the worst thing ever. Gojo is looking really good, however, in his position here. But yeah, Floof definitely stayed out probably a little bit too long there. Can undercut all the way up to 5th at the moment. Gojo is looking to undercut everyone but Razak. And honestly, David has kind of undercut his teammate at the moment. So Ferrari looking good. Ferrari looking real good. Yeah. Inferno is getting to that puncture territory. Should be coming in this lap, and they do go in this lap. Fastest lap, David is pushing. Soft tire for the Red Bull. What are the Alpine crew going to do? Medium tire. And a slow stop to boot. Makes life a real pain.
A pit stop issue.
Schumacher comes out in 19th. Not the best performance today. Bit of a poor luck there. Leader comes in onto a medium tire. Pix comes in. He's also going to go to a medium tire. We are going to probably see a couple other cars pit very, very soon. As Gojo is now net third. Is going to need to pit again though. Yellow flag as Tix looks up on those fresh tires. That is not great.
Everything's all right here. Very heavy on the brakes, and hopefully there's not.
Gets sent to the gravel dimension. But yeah, currently not really too much going on. Luna Drift does finally pit here. Slow stop out in 19th ahead of Tanto. We have a puncture here for the Red Bull. Things are spicing up again. As the Has basically drove through the RB here. Strella is staying out with some pretty worn tires. That's not the that's not a super good place to be. And in terms of the rest here, it is getting closer to problems. We still have a medium. Do you? Eye history. There is 2 mediums here for King Angel at least. But I don't know if you have 2 mediums and a hard. I think you have a hard and a medium. And Kaiser has used both, which means there's going to be 2 soft stints for our current leader. Till the end, most likely. Trella, are you going to take a puncture here? Is that going to be the play? As Kaiser now comes in. Soft tire, as expected. Ferrari now running it 1-2 with the McLaren in third. And for Gojo here, he should have either a medium or a hard that he can put on. And probably try and go till the end. We will have to see. Masters also went to be back up. Strella is doing another lap. That is psychotic and probably bad for him. We'll have to see. This could be terrible. Did I look up a spin somewhere back into stream? I don't remember, but we do have a puncture now, and that was a lot of cars being held up. Look at this. So many cars running inside of each other. And unfortunately for Gojo, pit stop issue here. Master has pitted. Gojo went to the hard tire. Gonna try and go till the end. The undercut is still on, even with that pit stop issue, to be fair. Master's gonna need to pit again. Hard there for the for Surge. Hard there for Strela. Those who just pitted on hards are going to try and stay on them till the end, and that is going to make things a little bit spicier. Good overtakes. There's a lot of cars running together there. Is Angel going to pit now? Is he going to get in trouble? Angel pits, Son's pit, double stack there for the Williams team. Are they going to be able to do this cleanly? Not really, but clean enough, I think. Crosby now, 17th after pitting for a hard tire. Angel onto hard, Son onto a soft tire. Life is getting rough here, for sure. For Gojo, once everyone else is pitted, can potentially make it back up into the podium places. But it's going to be a bit of a tough fight here. We'll have to see how this one actually works out for him. I get points there, but I don't know if it's enough. We'll have to see. You still need to pit again, and a lot of the hard runners have already pitted, Floof. Christie and Tanto do now pit. Tanto off some hard tires. Christie What a bad pit stop here. The pit stop crew living up to their name.
Not a good stop.
Not a good stop indeed. The Ferraris are just flying. We've stopped being so wide. Oh my god. You can't just call a man wide. Atto now with a puncture. That is more points up for grab from the rest here as Schumacher gets held up. Gojo gets held up. Life is not good for those in the midfield. He's making Aston proud. He is. He is indeed making Aston proud. Trap now comes into the pits. What are you coming out on? Medium tire. That will serve you well till the end, which means undercutting is on the menu here. Lunar Drift living dangerously, as usual. Picks. Floof. We're going to have a lot of pit stops now coming in, I think, over the next couple of laps. Final set here. Floof stays out. Everyone stays out, basically. Luna now in danger. 20%. 19%. 0%. We have a winner. We have a winner in the points giveaway. That is very, very unfortunate. Floof, Tix, and also LMWFB here could all suffer that very, very same fate if they don't get into the pits within a reasonable time frame. Gonna have to be honest here. David does now pit, and he is gonna come out basically between Tix and Floof, I think, if he has a clean stop, which he does not. Bit of a slow one. But Tix does now come in. Floof picks up a puncture, but luckily for him, the pit lane is right there. That is lucky. Tix with a bit of a slow one. What about Floof here? Soft tire, 15 laps. That Alpine eats tires like nobody's business. Is it going to be able to live till the end running like that? I can't say for certain. Fastest lap goes to Atta. We have Floof in danger of being lapped at the moment. But to be fair, both Rasik and Kaiser does need to pit, so that's going to alleviate some of that risk, as LMWFB here does need to go into the pits this lap. Puncture, final corner. We've seen this one before. Surge gets held up. Next up, we have Singh, Kaiser, Master all needing to pit as well before they get into trouble. Soft tire goes onto the Red Bull. What kind of laps can we expect from the Floof on the tire eating strategy? Rasik now comes into the pits. Is that a... I thought it was a medium tire first. It's a soft tire till the end. Kaiser comes in. Soft tire till the end here. It's the expectation. Singh stays out. Schumacher has picked up a puncture. The Alpine life is not a good one, as it turns out. And he's holding up a lot of cars behind, making undercuts way less potent here. Also with a slow pit stop. What can Alpine do for Schumacher here? Put him back in contention. A quick one at least. Singh has a puncture. It was kind of what we were afraid of. The puncture tournament does continue. It's perils as Lunar Drift takes fastest lap here. But yeah, this is not a good look. Gojo gets a little bit held up, but still sneaks by. Really needs to pit and get on a soft tire themselves before everyone undercuts them. And for Surge and Sorn here, danger now is in their half. Sorn stays out with 20% left on their tires. Clean stop from the Haas, but that's not really going to be very helpful. Tanto comes in. But all eyes on Sorn and see if we get yet another puncture. And we do. That Williams have picked up the puncture and is basically out of this. We could see some points that go Alpine's way with Floof, but even then, It's going to be highly dependent on if people pit or stay out. I can't take this. David added again. No puncture, please. I'm sorry, AFN. I'm sorry. But yeah, Christie comes in as well. Floof is now into the points here. Master's going to try and hunt him down. Same here, really, with Singh. Can Gojo hold another 10 lap on these hard tires? My gut's saying no. That would be a fool's errand. But we'll have to see. Falls down to 4th right now. Angel does come into the pits. Where are you going to come out, Williams? Soft tires now. Fastest lap. Master. Gains almost a second on Floof there. Almost a full second. That is quite insane. Out in 15th. There is still undercut potential for Gojo, for Strela, for Cosby. So Angel, with a little bit of luck, could potentially still get in the points there. Atto's gonna need to pit. Cosby, Crap, Strela, Gojo should all need to pit, or they're gonna be risking punctures. So Angel, as long as he keeps his foot down, can still score at least a point here. It is not completely over yet. Strela now in danger. Cosby, Crap, and Strela are all fighting, squabbling. But they all have 4 tires. It's not really a good situation to be in. Floof and Master are squabbling as well. It's not a great fight, to be fair. Not a great for Floof, the Iron Bit, that is. Strela is losing out right now. 20%, 4 laps to go. That is a puncture guaranteed, basically. Blue, 4 laps, 30%, is also in puncture valley at the moment. A lot of cars that can still get points from things like Strela getting a puncture while being ahead of other cars and holding them up. Gojo too, in danger. Crap, in danger. Blue, in danger. Is Alpine's pain gonna multiply here? I never want to do this format again. I'm sorry. Puncture Ty, please. I think Ty is gonna get a puncture, unfortunately, yes. I don't think he survives till the end, as he is. And neither will Trap, to be fair. There are 2 punctures most likely happening up ahead. There we go. One of them has already occurred. Floof has also gotten immediate karma for his request for a puncture. That is the most immediate karma I've seen in the world. Right here. Gojo is still going strong. Needs to survive a little bit longer. But yeah. Crappy and Floof are perhaps just staying out. Floof's staying out. Oh my god. They're doing the final lap, everyone. Well, not even their final lap. They have to do 2 laps like this. It would be quicker to pit. And look at how they're holding everyone up. What is this? Master now with a puncture as well. LMWFB could have a puncture. Gojo is still going strong. He's about to start his final lap. Angel now gets up into the points. As expected, really. Life is wild. Did you just overtake to pick up a puncture in the corner? You did. That is how punishments work. 1 lap to go here. Remember, last lap just started for LMWFB. Atta has 1 lap to catch him. Singh has, well, half a lap to survive. He too picks up a puncture. Razek wins. David gets second. But we are all focused on who's going to survive. Gojo is still living, and even if he picks up a puncture, he shouldn't lose more than a position. But where is everyone? Where is everyone going to be finishing? That's going to be the big one. 3rd goes to Kaiser, making Aston proud. Gojo is going to actually pick up 4th here. Tix is going to get 5th. Hospi gets 6th place here. Surge gets 7th with a puncture. Angel might get him here. Is he going to get him on the line? He does. Angel gets 7. Surge gets 8. Atta with a puncture gets 9. Is Christy going to snatch a point here? Christy snatches a point. And currently we have so many cars on track with punctures. But the Alpine pain can be felt across the world. The Red Bull pain can be felt across the world. Master was very unlucky as well. So many cars needed that one extra pit stop to get through this race.
Sometimes I think you just have to accept that it's not going to be your race.
This
The
really
best
is gonna be
driver,
an
you guys
incredible-
can't stop me. This is so stupid. It is unlucky. That's kind of the entire point of this AFN. It is very much a who gets screwed over the least by AI season. It is that in fact, and we are going to have to do 16 times the net at the final race here. Cosby still scores some points. How did you score some points? You ended up 6th. How? Witchcraft, get this man out of here. And currently, we have Gosha moving into finals at this rate. The top 10 didn't really change too much. But currently, Sing is out on finishing position, if I'm not mistaken. Christy needs a couple of points. Anyone who finishes on the podium next race could still make something happen here. But we still have 5 cars yet to score anything, which is a bit unfortunate. Are we the only team with no points? I'll take a look. I don't think you're the only team with no points. Well, you are. I'm sorry. You are currently the only team with no points, Sloof. Last one out. What did you qualify for? Sorry, Info, I was too late. I didn't check. It's because we simulated Q3, and there is a point up for grabs for pole position. Yes, it's basically the pole position bonus point that I didn't intend to get, but we are finishing Brazil. Anything can happen in Brazil, even if it's 16x, so we can get it done before quali. Yeah. Brazil, we have a boat. I love that. Brazil, we have a boat. Thinking at one point to make sure I was at a floof. Yes, that was, of course, the entire plan. Petrov, that's what we had to do. Make sure we were ahead of floof by any means. I hope I take everybody to Brazil. Damn. You can't let the commentators beat you. They aren't even racing. Damn. Phono came in there and started spitting bars immediately. But yeah, let's see. We'll try and get this done quick. 12 minutes is a little bit too little time to do a race. But
Our F1 season
it is our second wet race, so it should be okay. Heavy rain. Wet quali. Let's go.
There's tension.
Floof, let's be honest here. The reason why you're getting simulate qualifying, if I simulate qualifying, both of my cars are going to jump up pretty high, but we can't do that because we are running out of time. I think we have to. I think we have to simulate qualifying. I think AFN is true on that one. Which is a bit of a shame, but I have been slow, so it's honestly my fault more so than anyone else's. Give us the Alpine double Q3. Let's see, Third and fourth for my boys, so we didn't steal a bonus point. Qualifying then, simulated. Zorn on pole with Mime Arthur, Kaiser, Angel, Christy. The 2 Red Bulls, Sing. And we find Floof dead last. Schumacher in 11th, but yeah, that was, sorry, a little bit too funny for me. We find Gojo in 14th here. Probably should have done ludicrous speed though. I do agree, but again, time is a bit of a problem.
Welcome back, everyone.
Simulate the
And
race.
now, it's time for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Away we go with a incident immediately.
Debris off lane.
Inferno Trap unfortunately gets taken out by the Haas. That is not a good start to this race for you, buddy. The Haas does pick up some wing damage, but they are both now pretty far in the back. Let us retire both the vehicles here.
Box this lap, box this lap.
And there is a penalty for that Haas. 83% left on those odds.
Sorry about the pit stop.
So we're expecting it to go. We're expecting it to go full wet. Pretty aggressively at that on lap 17. This is going to get interesting just from that perspective. Someone runs away at the start here, but that kind of is what they do every time anyway, so they get reeled in. But yeah, after that one here, Sorn, Atta, Kaiser, Angel, LMW, FB, Chrissy, Razek, Schumacher, Gojo. And then we have Tanto ahead of his teammate Surge. I don't know if the medium runners are okay, unfortunately. I'm suing. Why do I always have to be lost? The game just hates you, I guess. That's what depression feels like, perhaps? You're up into 15th, Floof. Your driver is currently making moves, but Cosby is holding you all up, creating a gap to the top 10 here. Well, you are still doing pretty well here. You are holding the entire gang back here up at the moment. You even ran that Sauber a little bit wide. But yeah, Kaiser now currently in the lead. But the burn on these tires is too much for when the rain arrives. What just happened?
What's happened here, and it looks to be the McLaren that's involved.
Oh, that is a triple gangbang. That is 3 cars crashing out, and Atta here is going to need to pitch.
What happened there?
So they had a crash first, and then Gojo got into it as well. Yep. Welcome to the Dominoes, everyone. Yeah, Atta's going to need to pit here. Gojo got away from it with no damage, however, just a bit of a loss of time. We still haven't had a safety car so far. Penalty for Atta, penalty for Singh. It's going to spice things up a little bit. The medium runners are going to need to pit at this rate before the rain even gets close to arriving. So that is going to be pretty bad. Razek now into the pits as well, along with Atta. They are parked for a long time. I assume there is damage. There's still damage here. For Atta, there's still damage here for Razek. They are not going to have a good race here. Kaiser is already basically ready for pitting. Yellow flag again. Atta with a spin.
Let's watch these cars as they head into turn 10. And the rear just lets go. And that certainly wouldn't have been in their plans today.
Atta has been put on track tires when it gets wet. We'll have to see though. Cosby needs to pit. Chances are the hard was the correct choice there. Kaiser now comes in. We'll have to see how many places you can actually improve now. I assume you're on a soft tire. No, you put on the hard tire now? Excuse-moi? When did you kidnap the Ferrari strategists? Well, to be fair, your car eats tires, so it kind of makes sense from that perspective, but still. Floof now, into the points. Santo, into the points. Surge, into points. Luna, into the points. Schumacher somehow finds himself in 4th, and there's a William 1-2 cooking. This is the weirdest timeline. Master should have to pit this lap, basically. And he does do just that. But yeah, the gap here to the guys at the bottom is not good. I don't think Rasek, Atta, or Cosby, anyone really can make anything change here. A hard runner just pitted. That is also worrisome, because that means the AI could decide to pit you guys before the rain arrives. And they might very well do that. It's 10 minutes. 10 minutes until the rain gets here. And we have Surge, Floof, and Trappy coming into pit. Medium tires for all three. Floof is cooking. Floof. that is literally, though, like, the second you give Floof any sort of compliment, his AI is just like, okay, I crash now. It's just very, very unfortunate. But I think with what we're seeing here, others might elect to pit as well. The water is moving further away because the moderate rain, no one is going to be pitting and the moderate rain. It's going to be another 10 minutes before anyone pits. Well, for Inters, unless they pit early and destroy them, which would play into Floof's hands. But yeah, we'll have to see. It's about 7 or 8 laps before the rain properly arrives. Floof is gaining 2-3 seconds a lap. Honestly, everyone who pitted does that, except for Cosby. What are you doing? Cosby, you lunatic, you've already ruined another set of mediums? You won 2 races and then decided, I'm true, I can have fun now, by the looks of it. I'm gonna finish this up and then I'm gonna be watching Quali. So, but I do understand you, Floof. Don't worry. Let's speed this up a little bit. Quali is in 4 minutes. We could see punctures here because the rest of the hard runs are staying out. Cosby is in trouble. Floof is up to 12th here. Is Luna going to be the first puncture for this race? Oh, that's a lot of cars pitting. It is getting wet right now. Rain has arrived. Are they going to go inters or are they going to go directly to the wet tire, though? That's the question. That's an inter. Kaiser on the wet. What is actually happening here? Wet tire for Kaiser, you can already see just how destroyed those tires are getting. The Inters runners are better, but they need to pit again. Floof elected to go directly to a wet, which could be good. Showmark with a slow stop. David with a slow stop. I don't know how this one is going to go. Bit of a shame that I'm running out of time. It is my bad for being poor at planning. But yeah. We have Drift, we have Tix, and we have Trap here on Inter tires. And that is not going to be good for them, I think. Drift does have to pit again for the wet tire, not unsurprising. Tix and Trap, though, are staying out, even in these conditions. Tix finally comes in.
That's a slow pit stop there.
Hit a slow stop. Cosby has a lock-up. Cosby has not had a good time this time around. Kaiser has already destroyed his wet tire somehow. This is actually kind of wild. How am I cooking my tires so much? Running them higher temp than you should, basically. It is just the unfortunate reality of the game that sometimes the drives just go full send. It is now going to dry again. Damp period here. Kaiser's tires are about to explode. We have LMV here, the first one in. Inter tires. Kaiser's tires did explode. Should be coming into the pit here immediately. And honestly, going Inters for a couple of laps there, then going back to wets is probably going to be the best. But Kaiser stays out. Kaiser decided that he believes he's through after the podium last time around and just says, nah, I'm going full send. Floof comes in for the Inters, which is probably the correct choice here, even with the slow stop. Puncture for Master. This is going to get interesting. We're going to have a lot of punctures coming in there. Yellow flag now. Safety car. Safety car deployed. Floof with a spin under safety car.
Following the Alpine. And then the car
That is unfortunate.
And once it started, they were pretty powerless to do anything.
What's up, Charles Engineer? We have our first safety car. What is actually going to happen here? Where are people going to be coming out? Kaiser is actually the one that crashed out. He retired?
Right in the pits. Over to you, Karun.
What? Sorry, it just said he retired? Is it because he ran around with a puncture for an extra lap? I guess he punctured an extra tire. Kaiser just crash gated. Kind of, because he... Oh no. The Interrunners. The Interrunners are going to be very, very sad in a minute. But yeah, Kaiser must have picked up a puncture on more than one tire. Or maybe all of them. And that was enough to... and that was enough to screw them over. I believe that is what happened. Because Kaiser had no damage. We just randomly got a safety car and he retired. Safety car is ending. Angel is in the lead. LMWFB is in second. Solon is in third. Unfortunately, though, we have 5mm on track and they're on Inters. Same for Christie, Surge, Strella, Floof, and Singh, David, Razek, Trap, and also Atta here. Drift is, for some ungodly reason, running 30% wets and didn't pit. Have they run out of wet tires? Is that what's going on here? Because that would be insane. And I think that might actually be what's happening right now. Schumacher is going to have an enormous advantage here, as he'll be getting past these Interrunners. And then they're going to basically be his shields. There we go. Schumacher gets by. He now has Inter shields that's going to protect him from Tanto and Gojo. WFB picks up some damage right there. I would assume it's underfloor. But yeah, the shield worked. 4.5 seconds Tanto, 7 seconds to Gojo. Angel is still doing defensive work, but Drift here is going to get a puncture at this rate. To be fair, the top here might also be screwed because it is going to be Inters and then dries till the end. So they need to do an extra pit stop while the Interrunners can just stay out. Luna Drift with the puncture here is now gathering the bottom half of the grid. That is not great for the bottom. What's fighting at the bottom there? Luna, what are you going to switch on to? I assume an Inter. That's the only thing that makes sense. If you had an additional wet, you should have used it earlier. That is an Inter tire, yeah. But there we go. It has now changed from wet to Inters. The top 5 are going to start struggling. They've gained a lot of time, though. So pitting and going up the Inters early is the correct choice. They will lose position, but that position can be regained. You can see that with Tanto coming out in 7th. That position can be regained by just having better tires, as Gojo now comes in. Cosby, Master, all of them comes in. LMWFB has a lockup. And that kind of puts him in a really, really bad spot with the Inters as Sorn gets the overtake done.
What's that?
Gojo comes out in
Stop
4th.
issue.
Cosby has a bit of an issue there with the pit stops. To be fair, has been screwed over the entire time. Master comes out in 16th. Showmarker now needs to get into the pit lane. Yesterday. Don't rage quit, Tix. It's just bad luck on this one. We'll have to try and figure out something that is a little bit more equal next time around, as you do pit now. What about Showmarker? And Alpine Masterclass after Floof leaves. That is the classic, yeah. I think Showmarker is doing the Alpine special here and staying out until he gets a puncture in the hopes of going directly to a dry tire. AFN. No, you pit now onto an Inter. Is that... Yeah, you do. You have my permission to rage. You're going to come out here in 4th place. That one was shambolic. Sorn could still end up with a puncture here. So could LMWFB. It's not over just yet. .7 millimeters now. It is going down, but still needs a couple more laps there to dry up properly. But it is not doing anyone any favors right now. It is going very, very slow. And Sorn, Christie, LMWFB, all are in danger now of picking up that puncture that could be so race-ending for them. No one has yet to pit. There we go. LMWFB is the first victim of that race-ending puncture. What about Christie? Are you going to live? Gojo with a lock-up here. Still alive and still plenty of tire, however. Showmarker up into the podium places. Spin, actually.
Right, here's the action at turn 10. And round they go. And that won't do anything to help those teams.
That is not good for Ty, but yeah. Track condition has changed to dry. We should be seeing a lot of cars come in. Sorn is doing another lap with 18%. That is lunacy. Christie is coming in, but due to the puncture more so than anything else. Who's going to win out this this change to the dry here? Strela, LMWFB, not really going to be winning really anything here, unfortunately. Sorn now with a puncture. Last couple of corners before the pit stops. It's going to help the top 3 here get through it safely. Kanto is the first one of the top 3 to go to a dry tire. Surge, Floof, and Singh are the other ones. Medium for Floof, medium for Singh. What about Sorn here? Medium for him too, I believe. Surge is coming out here, ahead of Floof, ahead of Singh, then Rasek, and Atta, as Sorn has a pit stop issue that is going to send him down from basically a podium to quite a lot further down the order here, unfortunately. Angel and Gojo comes in. Is Alpine going to do this thing they are very, very good at, which is staying out way too long for Showmarker here?
Now there's been an issue in the pits.
Gojo had a pit stop issue, but should still be okay. Didn't seem to be that long. Hard tire there for Master. Cosby with another pit stop issue. What is this pit crew made of? Now, the main question that we have to ask ourselves is, when does Showmarker pit here? It needs to be this lap. He's coming in this lap. It should still be coming out in 3rd, I think. Panto. Masterclass here to turn it around. Has yet to score a point, if I'm not mistaken. Angel, 3rd place here. Gojo 4th. We have Surge in 5th. Floof is somehow in 6th. Don't know how this has happened. Singh in 7th, Master in 8th, David in 9th, and Christie in 10th. And if things stay as they are, in terms of the standings here, then Singh is going to be knocking someone out, Angel's going to be knocking someone out, and Tanto is going to be knocking someone out. We'll have to see exactly who once we get to the end of this race. If everyone can keep it on track, that is. need a win? Well, we'll have to see what kind of lap time you do here compared to the guys ahead. You are quicker by half a second. You have tire advantage. We'll have to see if you can actually keep it, you know, going till the end of this. In terms of fights for points here, Master versus Singh, Floof versus Surge. Showmarker needs to clear Angel here to hunt down Tanto, as we have another yellow flag there momentarily. Surge running a bit wide.
Right, so this was the fourth corner. And
Versus the
just can't
Floof.
keep on the track. But all being well and fingers crossed.
Let's be honest, didn't really lose any time. Should be perfectly okay. Can't really get the overtake done here. Angel being a bit of a wall there for Showmarker. Maybe a puncture first place. It's 6 laps remaining. First place should be fine here, honestly. I think you are being a little bit too hopeful with that one here. But yeah. Crap here could be scoring a point for 10th. David is 9th. We have a little bit of squabbling going on here between the Alpine and the Williams. Alpine getting the arrest there. So, sorry, Williams getting the arrest there just to mess with Showmarker a little bit more. You're not really gaining on first, unfortunately, as a result of this. As Master now is getting involved with Floof. Master, on those hard tires, might have just made a brilliant move. You are really hunting him down. You've already caught up to him. Let's see if you can get the overtake done as Surge gets past the Haas. And now has Floof to contend with. Angel and Showmarker is still doing the same thing. Giving Angel TRS down the second straight. And having him stay ahead that way. Just switching back and forth here, really. Trap is up to 9th, ahead of David. Surge is still trying to get Singh and Floof hit. Yellow flag. Who's crashed? Rasek. Into the RB. Yeah, just runs to the back of him, unfortunately. 3 laps to go here. Tires are starting to get destroyed again. I think you guys will be fine. Is this the time when the Alpine actually gets the overtake done properly? It is. 2 seconds to first place. Can you hunt that down? Singh is still fighting here. Floof is holding on for dear life for that 6th place finish. But yeah, unfortunately the life here, it's not necessarily a good one. Singh is going to get that overtake done now, I think. No, Floof just goes off track and gets it back. Angel line danger, under 30%. Same here for Showmarker, same here for Singh. A lot of cars are treading that dangerous line again of getting close to a puncture, which is not great. Angel now is also trying to break free of Showmarker. We'll watch the final couple of laps in 2 times. Now, the AI won't pit. It's more like if they will have a puncture or not. Okay, Angel versus Showmarker for 2nd place. Showmarker currently in the lead. Tanto has to lead as we go into the final lap here. That alone will be enough to get him through to the second, main event. Angel is trying to chase down Showmarker for that 2nd place finish. Could not get it done with DRS. It's now going to get into puncture territory. Trap is in puncture territory. Floof is unfortunately not able to keep hold of the Surge here. Is in 8th place. Trap has picked up that puncture. Those last 10 points are now in danger. As Angel too picks up a puncture here. And that could be devastating for their hopes of going through to the main event. Can you hold off Gojo and Master till the line here? You can't. Tanto wins. Showmarker gets 2nd. Master gets 3rd. Gojo ends up 4th. Angel secures 5th with a puncture. Singh gets 6th. Surge gets 7th. Floof gets 8th. David gets 9th. And Tixir is going to be scoring that final point after Trap unfortunately picked up a bit of a puncture that ruined the end of the season here. This looks fun. How does it work? Basically, we set up a rule set and then people can, use that rule set to make their own driver, and then we let the AI decide their fate, basically. Hunter with lockup was not enough. He still got it. Am I from England? I'm from Norway, unfortunately. Not the Mercedes Finale win. McLaren our Season 3 F2 constructor. Are we in? Are we in? We'll have to see. Got a point at least, and Floof gets 4. Are we in? Congratulations to Cosby for the F2 title. Basically, yeah, driver's title. Let's take a look here. Schumacher is barely in. Last contestant in the top 10 standings here. Cosby goes through. David goes through. Master goes through. Rasa goes through. Gojo, Kaiser, Tix goes through. Tanto scores his only points by winning in the final race here. Going through. Singh goes through. And unfortunately there, Angel needed a little bit of a better position here with the podium in order to make it through here. Tried the best. That puncture actually knocks you out. Trap kind of in that very, very same boat, unfortunately. Master as well. But honorable mentions to all of you here. Floof does score some points. Lunar Drift, unfortunately, does not get points here, as it turns out. As Axel does score a point. But all in all, this is basically the most luck-based championship we've done yet. So it is a very... It is very frustrating, and for those of you who are frustrated watching this first half, if you are out, take joy in knowing that the guys who are in are going to be way angrier than you are by by the end of tomorrow night, most likely. But yeah, this is how it is going to work. I am going to have to end it here. I'm going to be going to watch the F1 quali. We will continue this sometime tonight with the main kind of season. And we'll have to see what we do next time around. I don't know. But for now, we're going to finish the proper main event. Thank you all very much for watching. McLaren does take that constructor title ahead of Ferrari. But this one is mainly just focused on the drivers themselves. So we will have to keep that in mind. Alpine did move up to 7th, so at least you can have that going for you. But yeah, thank you all very much. See you later. Bye-bye.